second, guys.
It is
And
live,
Bacon's,
right? Yeah.
Bacon's making a post here. We're gonna actually start talking about things in just a moment.
Stream chat's popping. We got a lot of people. I actually like the fact that you guys do the unveiling of the rankings. It's kind of hype.
It's so much more fun. I remember when I did that for What's Up Vegas, and that was so fun. The 2 episodes of What's Up Vegas that I did.
Vegas Smash podcast back in the day.
That was with Vic, right?
With Vico, yeah. For Brawl and all that.
Big Jeremy.
Oh yeah, I remember listening to that, and he got like drunk and threw up.
Gun. Yeah.
I think I caught like the tail end of it when like Vic's like, okay, this isn't happening.
I also like that one.
He was like spinning on the couch.
I also like that one because I don't know who mentioned or who was being interviewed, but they mentioned like as a up and comer, they mentioned me. I was like, oh.
And then he lost to like Bianca.
We don't talk about that.
Who lost to the BDR sister?
Yeah. Oh my god, that was pretty bad. To be fair, I was gonna have to leave after that match anyway.
You gave yourself one of those. You justified it. I remember playing Bacon and Melee. And you just random.
The outside money match dollar TV. I love that one.
Give it to me. I was like, what? I didn't know. I think you were playing Falcon and then played Marth, or if either you were playing Marth and then played Falcon.
Oh, this is off. Let me fix
Oh,
that.
I made it wider. Oh, you have the same instance.
Yeah.
That's why the first one. Do you know how to fix it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. My bad. I made the Melee one fixed size.
Well, yeah,
I have separate instances.
Yeah, yeah.
of my
I was
best
lazy and
because
just
of
had
that.
it
Yeah.
for one.
Use same instance, and then you have to. Then one of them just looks
Two.
bad.
You're gonna go full time stream?
Dude, that'd be sweet if I could, but
Right.
I don't think I could manage that.
All right, we lost all the chat.
That's fine. It comes.
Okay, now we're good.
Sponsored by the Weed Man.
We're not sponsored by Weed.
You should be. This is a dope thing.
Okay, let's start. You want to do
All
the
right.
introductions?
What's up, Vegas, and Happy New Year. How's it going, guys? We're actually starting. We're actually talking about things. Bacon's got topic real big on our screen right now. I am Justin Sword St. Marquez. Joining me,
The biggest C. We'll just go with that.
and
Hi, Bacon.
community leader Jonathan Shaw. Bacon. Probably our main TO now for our big tournaments. I mean,
don't think
UTO
so.
JPEG. That's what matters.
That's the only
That's
thing.
what matters.
I think Cameron is more of a more TO.
That's true.
Because he TO's like
he runs so much
he has
more.
a monthly,
irresponsibly
he has two
runs
bi-
so much more things.
No, I think it's good.
Yeah, well, it's too many bi-weeklies. He doesn't even want to run.
It's just
He doesn't even want to run Game Nest.
So we should drop Game Nest. We should go back to just doing the rips. Saturday tournaments.
Okay.
But thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope everyone's having a good, happy, safe New Year. We're going to talk about power rankings. We're going to reveal all the players that qualified and made it for the season, along with some honorable mentions that placed very high but did not participate quite enough.
Before we go to the PR, I like that Neville mentioned the baseball tees came in. I forgot to make a post in the group, but this is how
Cody,
it looks.
Show them the back, too.
We got the back.
Here's Jared's. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
MK Douglas. Got the
Vegas
front.
Melee. Everyone who has one and is going to Genesis, bring it, or any other Vegas Smash shirts.
Yeah,
Cool.
just in general. Any time that you go out of state or just walk around outside of your house, wear Vegas Smash gear.
Rep it.
Promote it. Yes.
Tell people.
Generally,
Go ahead.
the thing, or not the thing, but I believe like always day one or whenever day pools are, that's when you wear Vegas Smash and you could like cheer everyone on.
Yeah.
And the next day, then it's whatever.
Then you can wear
whatever you
We're gonna
want.
sync days. I think day one, first day of pools should be baseball tees, and then regular Vegas Smash shirt.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to the PR.
Going right into it.
All right, so there's two people on the PR actually that we don't have images for that I'd like to mention. I guess you look here, not there. There's two people on the PR that are just outside of the PR. So, and I don't have images for them. We do have a couple honorable images. But number 12, the Big Evan Award. Congratulations to PBS Mason for the Evan Award. Ranked 12th on the power rankings. Just outside. Congratulations, Mason. I hope you're happy to be here.
Good job, number 12.
Good job, number 12. And rank 11th, the Almost Award, just outside of the top 10. We have Evan E40s Hakan-san, is that how you pronounce his last name? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Hakan-san.
Yeah.
I think that's a club, right?
E40s, ranked 11th. So he's almost there. Almost there. And I know he's fighting for it too, but he's got a lot of competition right in that rank. Like Mason, E40s. Like the fact that Mason's actually below him actually surprised me. So E40 is actually outplacing Mason. It's very impressive. Because Mason's done crazy work this season. Beat this guy twice.
He shouldn't even be up there that high. He's boosting all these kids up, you know?
Yeah, but then... Yeah, Mason showed well, but I think his lows were a bit too low.
Mm-hmm. He didn't. He
had high hopes for him in the Arcadian.
He underperformed in the Arcadian.
Definitely.
Evan did beat him in the head-to-head, too.
Who?
E40's.
I think he's the only Peach that beat Mason this season, I think.
Ooh.
That's a pretty big testament, I think.
Okay, so on to the first honorable mention. It's going to be kind of a surprise. It is...
Yeah, PBS Psycho.
Yep.
In the honorable mentions.
God damn it, Psycho.
Is that a surprise?
Three tournament attended
this whole season?
This season. So.
And it was like front loaded as well. That's why you felt like you haven't seen him at all.
Yeah, he showed up a bunch in October, I guess. I think he went to the October JPEG or something like that.
Yeah.
He had a free venue entry and then he forgot and he paid venue.
And now the venue's gone.
Yeah, so Psycho, the tournaments he attended, he placed super well.
I believe he even won a Pones.
Apparently won one of them. Bacon remembers losing to him, I guess.
I did. I got tons of second place strings in the beginning of the season. Never the first place. So I'm going to bring up Psycho's. I have everyone's head-to-head for this season. Psycho, I think, played...
Oh, that's cool. He lost to JPEG twice. He is 2-2 against Chard in sets. So that's pretty crazy. That just, heightens that big argument I always have with JPEG about Chard being really, really, really good.
But if we look down the list, you see, where is it? Right here, this weird loss to E40.
Number 11.
0-1 against E40 this season. Not looking good for Psycho.
Oh yes, good call, Mason. It's Arena. It's Arena. I'll mention the anime girls if I remember who they are, because people are gonna ask. But yeah, from Shokugeki no Soma is his rep. But yeah, big loss to E40s. E40s who ended up taking 11th probably because of that.
That's a big point.
And losing the Evan Award because of it. So he probably shouldn't have beaten Psycho. It probably cost him the Evan Award. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? No, pretty standard. Basically wins down the board.
Yeah.
I like that him and Chard are 2-2 this season. I think that's really interesting. Hopefully we see more attendance from Psycho. I'd like to see more of their head-to-heads because even though it's Sheik-Dodos, I got to commentate one of them and it was actually super fun to watch. Even though the Sheik-Dodos, I felt like I learned a lot about the game watching how they played it out.
They don't chain grab. So.
By the way, we shouldn't go down the list because that is the PR listing.
Oh, okay.
So mix it up.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one on the honorable mention, JPEG Image, first time not being ranked in Vegas in over Actually, no, he was gone.
There's that period where he's gone for 5 months or something.
But this, I believe, the first time he's been on HM.
That he had every reason to be ranked, and yet still didn't go to enough things, or actually enter enough things, rather. Because he actually went to everything.
Well, I believe he had a surgery.
He had surgery in early December or late November or so. So he didn't want to compete partially because of that.
Which is understandable.
Totally understandable.
It wasn't his hands, right?
He said
but it hurt
had a lot
sitting.
To do with his crotchal area.
I didn't want to go that specific, but yeah.
So the whole sitting down thing, and I can understand in Melee, you're leaning, you're concentrated, so anything that physically affects your focus can really be a big detriment.
Oh, I guess before we continue, who is Psycho's waifu?
Oh, that's what Mason called it. It's Erina from Shokugeki no Soma.
The only anime he ever watches.
Yeah.
So,
food porn, the animation.
It's pretty good. All right. And then Psycho's is, I can't remember her name.
I forget her name too. She is the manager for the Haikyuu Karasuno volleyball team.
Yeah, but she doesn't play, so that's definitely a fan art.
It's all fan art because I just want high quality images, and certain people chose characters for really old animes, so the images were questionable in their details, and I wanted to have something pretty for a lot of these. So yeah, and she looks hot. She looks hot, man. Any big losses for JPEG? He's lost to you once. That's pretty sick.
His
That's
only
about
loss
it.
this season
His
is to
only
me.
loss
Yeah,
this
his only
season was
season
Bacon.
was.
But
Last
it's-
season, I had beat him.
But actually, it was kind of sad. Like when JPEG was starting not to go to tournaments, it was when Kyle was starting it back, so we never got to see them.
We never got the
play.
head-to-head from them.
Right,
We
so
had
we didn't see
JPEG's
that.
dominance. He disappears, and Kyle dominates. Like, it's frustrating.
JPEG better come back for 2017.
JPEG's a fucking
So
fraud.
right now,
Right.
JPEG,
Today.
you fucking fraud.
but I believe he told me that he's going to sit out like a season. So I
Yeah,
think
he said he
sit
wanted,
out this
he said a
complete
4-month
season.
period at the
Yeah.
beginning of December.
So that was 1 month in December, and then this month, and then Q2 2017, we're going to see JPEG compete.
Shimizu, thank you, Mason. Shimizu.
All right, any thoughts on JPEG, Cody? You've
like
played
he-
him.
He didn't come to enough things.
You didn't play him.
Yeah, you didn't even get to play
You
him.
didn't
play
even-
him.
you
I
didn't
wanted
even
to.
You were on the
I've been
other
watching
side of
matches
the
of
map.
JPEG too. I feel like I can do this. But Falcon's a buster, so.
All right.
All right.
So,
Those are the
any
honorable
guesses
mentions.
for number 10, audience?
Number
We'll
10.
wait.
We're actually doing a top 10 if that was something you're
Oh,
curious
right,
about.
yes.
We
So you
moved
know
it up to
who's-
top 10.
Keeping the gate closed at top 10. Throw that out there.
So yeah, we moved it to top 10. The reasonings behind that are the point spread between 7, 8, 9, 10 are all really close. A smaller gap than it was between 6 and 7, I believe. I think I'm doing the numbers right there. But 6 and 7 was a larger gap than 7, 8, 9, 10. So the points were closer. That's basically the main reason we're doing top 10 on this one. Also, we had SK92 come back, and this weird sporadic amount of tournaments like has a lot of weird attendance. So there's too many tournaments, so like everyone's head-to-heads are weird, but it's hard to tell how much attendance we actually have. I mean, aside from looking at the numbers in Skillkeeper, but they don't get to all play each other because of like some people go to a ton of tournaments. Apparently, Gizmo is qualified. He's not on the power ranking.
Oh, no, he's not.
But-
He's not qualified.
No, that's what I asked. He was on the qualified one, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I deleted it. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
that was an accident. Okay, no,
No, yeah.
okay.
Who's Gizmo?
That's exactly the point. Regardless, there's so many
Gizmo went
tournaments.
to one thing.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because I'm like, oh, he's there.
no.
Okay, I didn't know you deleted him. Okay,
Okay. Okay, so,
All right, so number 10,
is...
we got Big Pyric. Big Pyric, our little Mewtwo King, the one that's more like Mewtwo King than Evan is.
Why would Evan ever be considered?
He's
Mewtwo
kind of
King?
like Mewtwo King. He's got like a weird.
doesn't even have
jerk.
glasses.
The way, it's
He
the way
doesn't
he
have
talks.
glasses?
Evan has glasses.
Okay, wow. I
It's
can't
like
remember
it's
that.
it's more about like the way he talks and stuff. He's like, and then I have this. That's kind of how Evan talks. But yeah, Pyric even more so with the black Marth, such a unique colored Marth. Yeah, Big Pyric, number 10, finally on the power rankings. We all knew he'd end up here at some point because he's just done crazy work. Last season, big pop off against Big C, but I do not believe he's
yeah.
actually it
Was
might have
that-
been
that
this
was-
season.
was
Might
that
have been the
this
first JPEG of this season because him and Cody are 1-1. Cody won more recently. But that was one of I think that was maybe Pyrrhic's first real big win was a win on Cody.
It's always me.
That's why-
That's the
the
gatekeeper.
gatekeeper.
That's the
That's your
gatekeeper
job.
role.
That's
Yeah.
your job.
Him and Mole are 2-2, but that includes the Arcadian, which most recently the Mole 3-1-2-3 double sets in a row, just 30'd them back to back.
Dude, he's playing too good there.
The Mole was a god in the Arcadian. Let's see. Biggest win was BDR. Pyric did beat BDR. I think there's one pools. No, can't remember what day it was. There was a. I don't know if it was that day or not, but there was a day where BDR lost to like Evan and Fernando in pools, and then BDR is also one of those guys that just will drop.
Yeah, we'll talk
random-
about it when we
random
get
set
to him,
too.
but, yeah,
Maybe
I really
Avatar.
like Pyric. I wish he would stick to a main.
Yeah,
That's probably the biggest
My
problem
best
right
is
now.
I hope for Marth, but he
yeah.
like
We all hope from Earth. I
Actually-
got a story after you finish what you're saying.
yeah. Like I watched him in the Arcadian, and he was like just switching back and forth, and eventually sticking with Fox throughout like the last sets of loser finals and semis. But then like when he was facing the Mole, I guess the Mole loves to eat up foxes, I guess, or secondary foxes.
Yeah, he really does.
Then he tries switching back to
on point.
then he tries switching back to Marth, and it's obviously probably not as warm as it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just going back and forth. It
Falcon
wasn't
combo that.
Character crisis is a real thing.
Yeah. And yeah, Pyrrhic, I might have a quick Pyrrhic story. Basically, when I was playing, last time I played him, I was up 2-0 on his Marth, and that included, I was at like 170 on final against his Marth, and then I won. Like, he had a full fresh stock, and he just couldn't kill me. And like, that, I saw his character crisis, like, happen to him, like, going into game 3, where like, he didn't even choose a stage, he didn't go to the next thing, he's like, kind of looking at me and looking down. And he's like, I don't even like Marth. I hate playing this character. I don't even know why I do. I wish I could just play Fox or Falcon and just win with them. Like, he gave me a whole breakdown about how much he hated that he was playing Marth, and he switched the Fox on me and it wasn't warm up, and I think I 2-stocked him or something like that. But like, you could see there's so much doubt there, and I think he even went back to final and did Fox Dills on final or something like that. I can't really remember, but. Yeah, he's definitely the character crisis guy, but regardless, his big wins have been big enough, and he doesn't have very much losses below the belt. He lost to Jai. That's right. That actually, and I'm very good against Jai, so that made my bracket a whole lot easier. But yeah, he did lose to Jai. He lost to Lancelot as well.
That was actually a great match. Well, from what was it a great match? But I really wanted to see those two play. It was like in the beginning of the season.
Was it Marth?
The one tournament Lance goes to.
I hope it was Marth Dittos.
It was Marth Dittos. Yeah.
That's sick.
Cool.
Cody?
Lost to Tato. What the? Lost to Tato and TC? Okay, TC I understand. Lost to Tato, lost to Sabu. So some weird losses there,
right.
but enough big wins that, not too many losses below.
I feel like Pyrrhic's one of those players, if he's on it, he's really good.
Yeah.
But then he also has those moments where he doesn't care. I feel like I'll go to play him, and he's just not in it all the way.
Do you feel like he just like gives up? Like, he knows he's not going to win.
Sense.
He doesn't even try.
But when he wants to win, I feel like he can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird to say he's so far in our rankings, but I feel like he's a person with a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, the first time I saw him, I was like, this kid has potential. He's going to go high. If he sticks to a main.
And his anime waifu, this one's an easy one. It's Hinata from Naruto.
What anime is that?
There's ninjas that wear bright colors. But actually, I had that's really cool fan art, so I just wanted to use it, and he did not choose that one because he's hard to get into contact with. I tried to contact him this morning. But,
What's his Facebook? What's his real name?
Corey Woodrum.
Corey?
But he doesn't even have a picture or anything. But yeah, he was hard to get in contact with.
It's okay. I think everyone likes Naruto.
Yeah, I figured Hinata's a pretty safe choice, and the artwork's pretty sweet. So
What if he's a Sakura fan instead?
man, then he can text me back. It's pretty easy for me to switch it. Hinata's so much cooler than Sakura.
Are we going with Pyrrhic?
I think, yeah.
All right.
All right, number 9.
Oh.
I'm so excited for number 9. Trico Man, are you watching? Trico Man, are you here?
Spoilers.
Trico Man, are you
Number
see this?
9,
Trico Man, are you here?
BHC's very own Molly.
We got Cole the Mole.
He had I feel like he had a really good season.
An amazing season.
And then the Arcadian
To top it off with that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone ever expected Mole to do that well. Like, yeah, he's been getting some wins, and he has. I don't know. I feel like he's had some really close matches with a lot of the top of the PR.
He's got to win on these
especially.
decisions.
I feel like he was doing really well against. And then
When he loses, he doesn't look that bad when he loses.
Right.
I feel.
I guess I have a different perspective from playing him, but I feel like he doesn't like. Okay, against the spacey
For
PR.
what it's worth, like you're pretty bad, or he's pretty bad against your character.
True. Yeah. But I guess I was just watching him versus just spaces in general. I don't think, like, against the PR spaces, I don't think he's at that level to beat. I don't think he's taken a game off BDR yet, has he?
No, actually, I'm looking at this right now. He's lost 5 times to BDR. That means they've played a lot, though. That means he's gone far enough in bracket to play BDR that many times. That's a lot of losses. But I know he's put up some pretty decent sets against BDR. Sometimes he just gets dusted, but sometimes he does pretty good.
Oh, he's got new ones this season? I didn't know that.
Yeah, early this season, I was playing my best. I was also sick in playing Falco. But I was playing my hardest, so he doesn't like that it counts as a win.
It counts.
But it counts as a win. I mean,
you
yeah.
take it.
You definitely take it.
I don't even remember when I lost to him. I think it was Edge's tournament at the beginning of the season.
The only time he's played Evan, he beat Evan.
Yeah, that was Edge's. He got second in that tournament. He beat me. And
yeah, he did crazy work that tournament. The Arcadian, like we were talking about, just tore through the Arcadian. Very few losses, less losses than Pyrrhic below the break point. One
single
to
loss,
Jared.
Jared, but Jared only showed up like 2 times this season.
Yeah, and that one where he broke pools in like second place and then didn't
Wow.
play in bracket.
Let's go, Mole. You beat the light. I'm proud of you.
And Cole
Thank-
destroyed Light.
Thank you for that. Oh,
Yeah, that was so good to watch. And plus, he played really well against the other foreigner.
Say.
say.
Yeah.
Say.
He won.
Out of
They
Sager.
went.
That's a better
They
word.
went. I think they went to game 5 and Cole won. And I knew when they moved to the setup, all of Say's friends would have their Johns ready for if Say lost on stream, and they were. And they did. They joined as soon as he lost. Everyone's like, "Oh, he had to move setups." Like, so did the other guy, man.
And they both agreed, yeah.
they both agreed. That's the thing is, both players agreed to switch to the stream setup.
Oh, they
so
did
it's
the
like
Hungry Box thing?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Which I don't like. I hate how Cameron ran the stream on that because like no one wanted to see Bacon versus SK92, or we could have waited. We wanted to see Cole versus Say on stream, and Cameron put them on the other fucking stream. It's like, what was the time crunch where you couldn't have just done them back to back? I don't know. Everyone wanted to see Cole versus Say. We've seen Bacon play Kyle 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Hey, I won against him.
You did win that
That
one. Yeah,
one,
you did
yeah.
win that one.
Oh, that was so good.
But no, I'm proud. BHC. I chose a bunch of up and comers, and they're coming.
What was the jump? Where was the mole before this?
15, 14 or 15.
14 or 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty nice jump.
Good jump. Well-
Passed by a lot of players.
Also with the addition of like
Jared
JPEG.
dropped out, JPEG, Psycho dropped out.
But then Kyle came back, so
Kyle
it's like a
came
plus one, minus
Yeah.
one. Okay, but
Nonetheless,
still,
great performance this
Yeah, great.
season, and he's looking good. He's getting better. There's a lot of potential to him, and if he keeps cleaning up his game, gets a better mindset for end game, just to finish a set.
And guess what, Mo? You're the best Falcon in Vegas.
Best Falcon in the
Best
game.
Falcon
If you disagree, fight me, friendo. Mason 2016. Mo gives me motivation to live another day.
His at home shedding a tear right now in his eyes. So proud of his boy.
His character, his anime waifu is Cece from Code Geass. I don't know the character of the
Oh,
anime.
that is
I've never
Cece. I
watched
wasn't
it,
sure. Like, a lot of
There's
players blocking her.
not a lot of good fan art for her. Her fan artists need to step it up for sure. But
So did he pick Cece?
yes, he did.
Oh.
He's watching it
that
right
is
now.
surprising.
Apparently,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, that's so good. You should.
yeah. I'm gonna watch it soon too.
Yeah.
Let's go, yes, good.
I'll make a choose a waifu, Mason. You'll see which ones got used. So choose a waifu from an anime we haven't used, and I'll make one for the Evan Award. And it'll say Evan Award at the top instead of a number. Okay, Cole's doing work. I'm proud of him.
Cole.
Yeah, good job.
All right. That was number 9.
Number 8.
Big
C.
C.
Made it. I
You
stayed
did
neutral
it.
this
You
season.
did it. We did
I'm just worried about not being on the PR,
We're in
guys.
the- Okay, what number I am? These up and comers
you
are
were worried about
scary.
that.
These up and comers are scary, man. So let's talk about you.
Yeah.
You want to talk about
What do you guys want me to... I mean, I feel like I put a lot of work in this season as far as like grinding the game, but it's weird because I'm getting these losses that I don't know. I feel like I'll be
Sabu.
able to take. Well, Sabu destroyed me. That guy's a legend.
Someday Sabu will happen.
He likes the peace
Some
matchup.
days lights will happen.
So who are my worst losses?
I think Sabu was your worst loss.
Yeah, not too
But
many.
Sabu was playing like really great that day. Plus, you had your
Let's see,
other
Sabu,
outside
TC,
factors
Mason.
affecting you that day.
That's gonna happen, man. Sabu, TC, and Mason look like you're below the power rank losses.
Yeah.
Lost to Tra, that doesn't really affect you that much.
Well, it does affect-
I mean, he's lower on the PR, but because of his inactivity, the point spread doesn't change quite as much. But yeah, you're 1-1 against me. You beat me when my controller broke. That was cool. So outside factors affect everyone.
Very true. That's very true.
A big win on BDR though. Big win on Bacon.
I did.
That tournament. I shouldn't have gone that day.
I think that was hungover
Dude,
Bacon
the
Day.
environment-
I think is what
The
I
environment
No.
helped out a lot. It was very cold. So, the spaces,
Oh, you
spaces
know what?
were
That's the one
crumbling.
Edge took second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost to Edge. Dude.
Edge only lost to Kyle that tournament. Yeah.
Okay, so Cody, pretty good peach, best peach in Vegas.
There we go. I'll take it.
Like you're very aggressive, which is good, but you have to know when hold back.
Smart aggression.
Got to hold back.
That's what I'm
Smart
working on
aggression. Hold center stage, win game.
Don't get knocked off of the stage ever.
Krevin's the best piece
Keep
of Vegas.
all of your stocks. Keep your stocks always. Make sure you take 4 of theirs before you lose 4 of yours, and you'll probably win. That's generally the way to go.
But I do feel
yeah, some pretty nice ones. Bacon BDR and myself, pretty good. Evan is ahead of you in the head-to-head. You are 3-1 against Cole, and I think historically you and Cole are actually much closer. But it looks like this season you had his number.
Yeah, let's do a little bit better there.
Because I think last
How do you
season
feel about the Falcon
it was
matchup?
like 1-3.
It sucks.
Nowadays.
It sucks.
Oh, okay.
You just get down throw to knee, and it's just terrible.
DI a bit better.
Yeah, a bit better.
It's
not
not
a
though.
true combo, but still, it's too fucking good.
Yeah.
Falcon in general is just a bitch to play against. But I mean, as far as the season goes, I felt like I didn't do anything that I was supposed to, but I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to as far as losses.
That's kind of what, kind of stabilized right where you're at.
Yeah.
His anime waifu, I believe her name's Shizure. I could be wrong. That might be the name for the Haikyuu girl. She is from Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. We both forgot her name.
I forget.
But there's only like 2 women in that anime.
She's the hottest one, obviously.
They're
Got all
like
the weapons.
they're like naked like half the time.
Yeah.
But
In the last arc, she was naked all the time.
that's true. That's true. But yeah, she's the ninja master in Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. You could look her up if
Top
you.
tier anime.
It's super
Koga
fun
the
to watch.
Kicker, best character in like anime.
Alright.
Koga the Kicker is amazing.
So Cody, you're the gatekeeper to top 8.
Yeah, I thought we cut it off the PR at top 8, right? 9 and 10 were honorable mentions.
All right, so big number 7. I'm sure he's happy to be here.
You got Evan.
Evan the Kid.
This one hurts me more than anything.
Billion hit combo, the little prodigy himself, Evan. Let's see. Let's bring this kid up here on his head-to-head. Did work this season. I think he opened up this season with a... No, it was last season that he beat Psycho.
No, but I think like the beginning of the season, he was like hot. He like took a game off Char, took a game off.
2 sets off me.
2 sets off you,
2 sets
1
off
off
me.
BDR. Like all the first time beating all of
beat
them like in
twice.
one tournament.
He's beaten Edge this season.
Oh yeah, that Edge as well.
You got a win off Edge?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that was a crazy... I think that was at a JPEG.
I'm actually surprised Evan's this high because I felt like towards the end of the season, we didn't see him as much. He couldn't come to anything. But,
Yeah, but he didn't lose terribly when he
yeah,
did show
that's
up.
true.
Yeah,
That's the
like
thing.
later half, he didn't show up as much, and he was doing as like didn't have like amazing wins.
But he was starting to, like,
amazing
do-
wins.
It was just like BDR beating
So I
him.
feel like if he kept going, he could have probably placed a lot higher.
BDR. Actually, he has a positive record against BDR this season.
2-1.
BDR only beat him the most recent set. Looks like that's impressive, actually. Biggest loss, Little Gibbs, Young Gibbles, Young Gibbles taking him down a peg. I remember looking at the bracket and saying like, "Where the fuck is Evan?" Then I had to look at the results to see like, "Oh, the Gibbs happened. The Gibbs happened." I think that was his worst loss this season, which is pretty good considering that is the only bad loss this season. 2 losses to Pyrrhic, the 1 loss against them all. He's positive against Cody. He's positive against me.
He's pretty consistent too.
Yeah. He hasn't seen me in tournament since I've been sick, though. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Evan's pretty good, but every time I played him,
Yeah,
he's
he's not
getting
beating
a
you.
lot better at the Falcon.
I think Blaze plays
little
better
bit.
against you than Evan does. I don't know what it is about that, but I've seen like 2 sets of Blaze against you where he looked better. Like it was still like 2-0, but like when Evan plays you, there's only been a couple times where it looked like there was even hope. I don't know.
Because it's okay. So Evan is the I'm gonna run into you and do stuff. Fox.
Buttons.
Everything
all
but
about
grab.
Right. And then Falco's really good. Like if you don't know, if you're just a train against Falco, Falco loves that. He just puts up a wall, you run into it, you die. But then Blaze actually jumps around a lot, so that's.
I feel like he's got better platform movement.
Apparently,
helps.
Blaze's brother King Carey plays Falco, so I guess
so
it
that
gives you a
helps.
pretty stat.
Yeah,
pretty
so
stat.
Blaze is more of a jumpy fox, full hoppy fox. From what I remember, so that sometimes I just
It's
harder
a
hit, it's
Falco
harder
counter.
hit,
It's a Falco counter. Full hopping against Falco like negates his lasers.
yeah, like if
But
as a
so
fox,
that
if you
becomes a rock
full
paper
hop-
scissors game.
No, yeah, if you full hop, like a lot of Falcos don't really know how to deal. Like if you full hop a lot of Falcos
full
don't
drop
expect
second.
that because they're expecting really fast, intense, spacey battles, short
Right.
hopping at each other. But if you full hop, it like you said, it negates laser and negates Falco's short hop almost anything.
Yeah.
Unless he does a retreating back air, that might.
Yeah, there's a couple counter up tilts, Falco up tilts.
But I'm saying,
But yeah, it's a rock paper scissors game. It definitely destroys.
Jumping
Megas.
Shine. Kyle's really good at catching spaces out of the air with Shine.
oh yeah, he's
really
he's
good.
really good at that.
Falco's first jump.
Evan seems like amazing at like the Peach matchup. Like every time, like he just destroys like E40. And you and Cody.
Well, they're 2-1. I think Cody won the most recent.
okay, but
He's okay at the matchup.
I think a lot of it partially is because he's got the tech skill down. I think that's real big on the Peach thing is because if your tech skill is really strong, your punish game becomes strong against Peach.
And then it's harder for Peach to open up.
Yeah.
If you're not missing like Elton.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, he's pretty good at the floating matchups. In general, he's pretty good at the floating
ooh,
matchups.
he said he won the most recent set.
Oh, no, I guess that's it.
But
Well, regardless, it's fucking 2-1. You notice my name hasn't been mentioned yet, Evan? You notice my name hasn't been mentioned yet? Do you think I'm below 12?
he knows it was for Praza to win, so I'm okay. But he has the most recent. I remember the match he's talking about now. Well, not much to say. Kids presses buttons.
He's good. Got to stop teching in place a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, chose the up-and-comers, and Evan was one of the most skyrocketing up-and-comers. He's like really, maybe I'm off the PR, yeah, we'll find out when he clicks another button.
Alright. Any more thoughts, Cody?
We're moving in. No.
Alright.
His character.
Can't make Evan's head too big.
His character is the coach from Kuroko's No Basketball. Her name is Rico.
That's her?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like it was a guy.
She's also flat-chested. They'd make a point about her being pretty flat-chested. It's a pretty cute picture if you saw the full picture. But her name is Rico. She's a coach from Kuroko's Basketball. Yeah. She's a cool character.
Did you pick
All
her?
right.
Number
He did.
6.
Yeah.
That's worth
6.
it.
Myself.
Damn.
I made it. I'm there too. Look at that. Another PHC member on the PR. This guy sucks. Moving on. Let's see what SWAT did this season. Where am I?
SWAT.
SWAT's
So I
the
believe
troll
you
ticket of the
did
season.
kind of expected.
Pretty much. I had a couple pretty nice wins. Beating BDR was kind of nice because we've been really tossed up, and it was nice to get him. I think we're even this season. It looks like. I think I won the more recent one. I can't really remember. I don't get to play against him as much as I like to. I play against Bacon all the fucking time. I won one against Cody. The Mole beat me that one time. I don't have any terrible losses, so that's nice. See, like I only lose to PR.
Well, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I'm like right where I am. I have a couple good wins. Beating Bacon was actually a pretty big win for me because we always go to fucking like game 5 and then I drop it. That's what happens like all the time against Bacon. So it's a big milestone for me to actually finally win a fucking game 5.
That's good.
So yeah, beating Bacon was big.
I remember that set. That was really good because you had to pull something out game 4 because you like suicided
Yep.
first stock.
It seems
yeah,
like
that's
when I
pretty good.
beat you in sets, it's always like a huge comeback on the second to last game.
Yeah, because normally like if I'm that far ahead, I'm like not really putting.
Yeah.
Not saying I didn't play my best, but my like I didn't.
Yeah.
I was
Whereas
gonna
I go
win
into-
the game.
I go into
eventually.
overdrive, yeah.
Like I'm gonna win this set eventually. I was like I'm up 2-1 in set. I have 2 counter picks. I'm gonna win eventually.
Yep.
Didn't happen. It also didn't happen against Edge.
I did
so
not. I only beat him at Swordmiss. I beat the person that won Swordmiss. I'm the only person that beat the guy that won Swordmiss. And I didn't break my pool.
But you beat Tra?
Yes, I did beat Trial. That was
He still
that's
has a
the
lot of
ugliest
points, right?
Fox
Even
sets.
if he's not active.
Yeah, but the sway isn't as big. It's weird with him because he's less active.
Gotcha.
Is a
didn't realize.
Pierre was ranked above him even so.
yeah.
But yeah, I only got to play Kyle once. I lost it. I only got to play JPEG once. I lost. Chard's another kind of milestone one for me. So I'm glad I whooped him in Swordmiss. I mean that was just more of a mental thing. I'm like, God, I keep getting close sets against Chard, and then he'll win. So it's nice to beat Richard there. But yeah, like I said, 2 losses against Evan because Evan was so good. He can beat me when I'm deadly sick.
So you're the reason he's
How
above me.
amazing! How amazing!
your
Stop giving away
It's-
points.
It was your fault.
A little bit my fault. A little bit my fault. Me and Sabu are the reasons.
Oh, dang
Just
it.
random Fox players losing and winning.
But yeah, you're pretty good. Like only dropping against PR or up and coming PR.
In this, and Matt.Zeb.
Oh yeah, and
Matt.Zeb is the only current non-PR that I lost to this season.
Well,
He was pretty good.
And he would be
He was
PR
pretty
if he was here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for what it's worth.
still shout out to Vegas for giving Matt Top set the hands.
Yes. I'm so happy he took fourth. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
and
I was
I
so-
like him, but I'm so happy he
Oh
didn't
my!
win.
Like that tournament, the seeding did not go the way I thought it would go. Like, not at all.
Yeah. Edge
Edge
went
messing it
monsters
up.
on, man.
He beat Kyle twice.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's really hard to beat Kyle. Well, yeah, he had to beat Kyle twice, but he did it from winner's side.
Yeah.
Doing it from loser is like a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing pretty good.
I'm pretty alright.
Pretty
No,
alright.
you know why I give you so much shit for, Evan? Is because you're so proud of beating me when I'm sick. Cole hates that he beat me playing Falco sick.
Well, Cole's an honorable man.
Cole hates that.
It's on two different spectrums.
You are so proud of taking two wins from me when I was sick, and it's just not okay. Yes, for the people that are younger than 20, my character is Android 18 from Dragon Ball Z. It's like my original anime waifu. If I had to choose any single one, I had a crush on her when I was in like elementary and middle school. So definitely Android 18. Love her voice actress and everything.
Dude, she's hot.
Love Android 18, man.
I never thought you'd be jealous of Krillin.
Yeah, man. Little
He
bald
is the
guy's
strongest
got
man
it.
on earth.
Yeah,
Human.
little bald guy's got it over on me, man.
Yeah.
If that's what it took, get short and shave my head. All right, we're in there.
All right. So I believe, what rank were you last season? Were you? I
think it was 7.
7. All right, you move up one.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's partially just because JPEG cycle pulled out and Kyle came back, so it's like just standard deviation moving forward. Makes sense. Number 5, we have Mushroom Crew's strongest member, the captain now.
The
Wow,
captain. He's the captain.
that picture is really hard. Like I was like, "Where's the?"
She's
girl?
upside
Yeah,
down. I
okay,
didn't
there
want to
she
flip it
is.
because it's actually a cool picture.
Are these BDR matches?
It can be.
All right, but okay. Before we look at his matches, I'm just going from memory right now. Like, he had like high highs this season, but
And, like,
freaking
god-awful
low
lows and, like,
lows
god-awful
this season.
lows.
Like, he
SB
beat
beat
Kyle.
SK92.
He four-star Kyle in a game. Like
He actually four-socked him?
JPEG or JPEG 4,
At Transcend?
5. Yeah, at Transcend. Like he won game 1.
gotta
And
feel
it's
good.
like, oh, Kyle's just gonna bring it back. 4 stocks on. I think it was 4 stock or 3 stocked on Pokemon.
Yeah, I missed the set. I had to play, I think, and I came into the room and BDR is like, just leaving the setup, and he's just got the. I did it. He's got like the rock look that he does with it.
And I don't think
that
that's his
expression.
that's not his first time beating Kyle. I think, right?
I think he's done it once before.
Yeah. But that
It's
was
still hard to do though. It's hard to beat Kyle, man.
Did he click on Kyle? Yeah, he's 1-2 against Kyle.
JPEG's still not next. He did not beat JPEG this season.
Oh, another
He won a tournament. He won a tournament without losing a game.
with Chard.
Chard was there,
Attending.
and Chard was there. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like Richard.
Yeah, that was.
And he destroyed Richard that tournament.
He was on fire that day.
Yeah. I think was I there? Was I at that one? There was one where he tore through everyone. I don't know. I don't think I was.
I think
there,
that was
but I might
far
have.
back. I think I remember the one you're talking about.
I didn't know
It
he
was
was
I
2
think it was
against
against
Edge, too.
2 wins on
okay.
Edge. He lost to Edge at Swordness.
But that doesn't count.
It doesn't count for points. I'd like to because everyone was trying at Swordness. And
Everyone had the holiday
except
spirit.
for Psycho, who because his Fox is fraudulent was like the easy pull. Actually, Psycho beat BDR because BDR SD just lost on game 3.
But yeah,
He lost to Matt.Zeb much worse than I lost to Matt.Zeb. Like, Matt.Zeb kind of beat me. Matt.Zeb fucking destroyed BDR. Oh my god. I was so sad because I thought it'd be so hype if BDR beat MDZ. Like, I would love if it was Edge and BDR that beat MDZ and SK92. Like, it's cool that Kyle won, represent Vegas, but if it was like
It just means more.
nobody's, as far as
Whoa.
MDZ is concerned.
Oh, okay.
As far as MDZ is concerned.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, because what MDZ say is like, it's Bacon SK and the Puff. He didn't even know Edge's name. He forgot Edge's name, and Edge 2-0'd him. So it would have been so good if BDR beat Matt.Zeb. But instead, he was suffering from anal leakage, as said his sister, who posted that while Matt.Zeb was like 4-stocking him. Oh, what a tragedy! It was just all bad in like a real short frame. Beat SK92 and then came down with a touch of the anal leakage.
I think something worth mentioning is he's 2-0 against Dan this season, too.
Oh, 2 wins. That's pretty impressive. Dan, not as good as Chard. And actually, I'd like to talk about Dan a little bit after all this.
Okay.
But 1-1 against me. Let's see. That where double eliminated Chard was the only tournament he beat Chard, apparently. Because every other time looks like Chard worked him. He's got 6 losses against Richard. That is more losses than wins he has over the Mole. He's got 5-0 on the Mole, but he's lost to Richard 6 times. The anime waifu is Revi from Black Lagoon. I don't really watch the show, but I know that she's a badass. Can we ban Mason? Can you do your job and ban this guy? You have a sword for a reason. Thank you. But yeah, Chard worked him. 2 wins on Edge. He's not beating you. You seem to be one of his big
Wall.
Big walls.
I feel like I'm everyone's big wall.
With the exception of like the few people that beat you.
Dude, solid Falcos, you're hard to get around.
But yeah, I feel like at this level that we're at, or at the level we're at, Falco is extremely does extremely well against Foxes. At like that mid level, because like Falco has like the easy stuff. Like
free
you get
combos.
a shine confirm,
Yeah.
easy.
Free combos.
Like I feel the same way with like BDR and Evan. Maybe not so much because you know how to move around Falco, but I feel like they're still learning the matchup still, obviously, but more to learn for them,
Right?
Because they're still learning how to maneuver around Falco's hitboxes because he has great hitboxes.
Yeah.
On top of that, when your power shields aren't on point, laser shut down Fox's movement. Fox's gun should stun.
I also like to think I'm really good against Foxes, thanks to SD or San Diego for staying in my house that one summer and just play
Just a
all
bunch of
week.
Fox players,
Beat Milkman that one time. We don't talk about the losers.
We're going to talk about the set that counts more and actually determines your placement in the tournament.
Yep.
I'm pretty
else to
proud of
say
my
about-
anti-Falco game. I like my anti-Falco game.
It's a truly weird anti-Falco game.
It's
that
weird,
I
yeah.
get used to.
But I like that I play weird, though. I like being a unique player.
It's very rage-inducing. I don't like getting hit with
No,
weak hits and doing ups.
No, I like it because it
This
prepares
combo's
me
been
for
done
like
5
weird
hits ago.
Falcos out of state as
Yeah.
well.
Let's see. Yeah, big win on Kyle, like we talked about.
Oh, speaking of weirdness, BDR. I think BDR has a weird fox, like not the standard fox. Very, just a BDR fox.
Yeah, he's got there's a lot of you can see his muscles in the way he plays Fox. Like he is so much aggression, so much up smashes. His instinct for the game is like, I think almost unrivaled in Vegas. I think maybe SK92 might be the only player that has a better like killer instinct in Vegas. He just knows when he can go in for a kill against most players. Like he'll throw out these up smashes that just work because he knows that they will and knows like a good timing, and the BDR is just really good at that. That's why you see a lot of success from him. But it's also why sometimes he'll get shut down from like a lower player just because like he does some dumbass thing and Mason forward smashes him like out of it. Like Mason actually had like a pretty big win on BDR.
To be fair, I think BDR was like just out of that tournament because he
That's what happens. Though. You can
Historically,
be out of it. But
He does have a Marth problem too, so I know that probably factors into it.
Oh, he has a losing record against the Samus El Santo. Look at that.
that was only on
That
one
pool
record.
match,
But
that
yeah,
pool
that was the
match.
same tournament, I think. Was it?
No,
No,
that was a
different?
different
Okay.
tournament. El Santo and Evan beat him in pools. He beat Evan back in bracket.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
BDR beat El Santo
Oh.
in Sword Miss.
I was going to mention something when you mentioned BDR as well. So one of my favorite Smash pictures ever is BDR playing against with Alex19,
Yeah.
and someone took a picture of them. They're
Just two buff fucking dudes.
There's that meme. What anime is that from?
Alchemist, Full Metal.
Full Metal Alchemist. It's like they bonded through their muscles.
I think that's like the most liked comment ever in our group.
That was too good.
All right.
Oh, Michael took that picture. That was the best picture. I wish
awesome.
I saved it.
That's it. Nice.
I had to go through the history to find it.
Has BDR and Trico Man played each other? That'd be fun. To
That'll be an
watch.
interesting match.
I think so. I think like half of Vegas just wants to play Trico, and we just never have. And you've probably played him 1,000
I played
times.
him a lot.
Yeah.
Trico's fun to play.
Because I don't think Psycho's played him either, and Psycho wants to play him.
I think we played like one stock in the crew battle. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
All right.
I mean, like a
Is
set,
that
you know.
everything for BDR?
Yeah, he's good,
You
man.
mentioned the wifey, right?
Yeah, Revi from Black Lagoon.
Right.
Let's go into the final 4.
Final 4.
All right,
The
number
top
4.
4. Edge.
See Edge, the kid, and you know what? I need to ask him because I think he prefers his name not to be capitalized. but he's not the type of person that cares that much either.
Right.
So he doesn't go out of it. Like I really
that's
care.
not like
Like,
the sword
I'm like,
saying.
I want both S's capitalized, no space. It better be right. Edge never seems to say
Put
one
your
way or
name
another.
sword saying 892 next time.
No, I won't do that. Mason knows his waifu, so he can. She is the like only female character in Samurai Champloo.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Jigglypuff, he had an amazing finale on the monthly. The best set, and he's not gonna like it, but he's ranked higher. So the best set of that monthly, I think, is tied between SK92 versus Matt.Zeb and Edge versus Bacon, because their set was insane. Edge and Bacon's. It went to like game 3, Bacon's up 2-0, then Edge all of a sudden rests like
I went back
stock, like 12 fucking stocks in a row. He just up throw rest over and over.
Game 4, when I was up 2 stocks to his 1 stock. I went back to watch this. Like I swear I had my shield up. Then I realized I had my shield up, but then he came down and did like an up air at my Falco's back of his head, and that poked through. And it's like, and that's what got me. It's like I swear I had my shield, but he poked. So I realized now I just have to go slightly up against Jigglypuff, so he can't poke at that top of the head. Because otherwise, I don't think he's going to go down at my feet. But regardless. I want to mention this head-to-head is missing. I think it's missing a tournament, maybe, because I definitely had a win against...
Or is this still BDRs?
Probably is BDR. I didn't type his name in. That might be why.
Well, you had to type his name.
And then you have to hit. I just didn't even do it.
Okay. So,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
that makes more sense.
Yeah, so he did beat Edge once this season.
He's 4-0.
Edge, I did not see what you said about how you feel about the capitalization. So if you can say that one more time, if you prefer it to be lowercase, then let me know.
So Edge, pretty good record against the PR cast.
Yeah, look at all those wins on the higher ups.
Only losses are like just once to me, Chard, and Cut.
No bad low losses. That's the reason he's so high. Is like even on the PR, he has very few losses to power rank players. Yeah. It's only like the people that we're about to list really that he's got losses on, except for Evan and BDR.
But it seems like BDR is a counter to Edge right now, at least judging from this recent history.
Mm-hmm. I think partially again because of the playstyle, so the aggression on being able to kill it,
right?
To kill a character and know when he can. And Jigglypuff dying really early.
On top of that, hitting that third up smash.
He's not gonna up smash again. Yeah, Edge is really good. Would love to see him keep going to more and more tournaments.
Right. Did he talk about
he actually also to reference Sword Miss again, he did the same exact thing to BDR that he did to Bacon. He was down 2-0 and all of a sudden he just put BDR to sleep 3 games in a row, man. It's insane. Like he's getting that Hungry Box clutchness, like is ingraining inside his annoying ass play style, you know. So it's it's got a lot of comeback potential, and Jigglypuff is kind of the character that does that. I think his rest is so devastating.
I think he did a cool thing with the scene because we've never really had strong Jigglypuffs, and everyone hates Jigglypuff.
Yeah,
everyone does.
No, I'm glad we have Edge.
Yeah.
He's so annoying to play against, but you need to know how to play against that, you know?
No, I like playing against him.
You like it? Oh,
yeah, I mean,
I hate it.
I feel I like it because it teaches me stuff every time.
Well, no, I enjoy that aspect of it.
I play Edge all the time.
I hate it.
I absolutely hate it. What's fun is like it slows the match down. It's like more of a brawl kind of.
Because you have I think you have the worst matchup wise against the Puff.
Mm-hmm.
I think historically we're probably like 10-2 maybe.
Yeah, and it wasn't pretty this season either.
No, I didn't have no chances
40
at all.
on you, 4-1 against Evan.
Yeah, and Edge. I don't know if you mentioned this, but yeah, he won a huge tournament.
He won JPEG.
Not in terms of size, but like the quality.
The people he had to play to
was
do that, insane. He beat Richard at that one. And it's actually the only time he beat Richard this season.
Richard was sick. Okay.
Richard was actually a little bit sick that season,
but
or that tournament rather.
Outside factors.
And she was gonna say something else about Edge and Richard. Richard did get Edge to rage quit at Sword Miss in grand finals. So go watch that. Just watch the rage quit. It's funny.
Wait, who rage quit?
Edge rage quit.
Okay, it's always Edge.
Yeah.
What defines rage quit? You just press LR start out, or
yeah, and go watch the VOD for it. Go watch it's pretty funny. Just skip to like the last 30 seconds. I think I left a pretty good amount of the salt afterwards too. But yeah, I mean, it was because a really silly thing happened. So it's worth going and checking out.
Before we go to the next one, I want to bring something. Next.
Is a big slab of bacon.
I don't know what he's getting.
So these two, for second and third, actually, I'd like to say these are maybe the biggest toss-up this season. Okay, I like it. The biggest toss-up this season, and one of the more cool rivalries, which I think has changed, are between Bacon and Chard. You notice neither of their names have been mentioned. They clearly went to enough tournaments, so they're probably in the top 3. Bacon and Richard, both very, very strong players. So going into third and second, I had no idea who was going to be third and second. When
I was pretty sure.
What's the point difference?
We'll find out. I think it'll show it here. But regardless, when I was actually making the panels, one of the few ones I didn't know is when I listed Bacon, I put second as his thing, and when I listed Chard, I put second as his thing because I didn't know which one of them. This was before I knew the exact rankings. But Bacon's the best. Bacon's the best. All right, so we're gonna switch it over, and we're gonna see the next player.
Okay, so the next one is me.
Bacon in
With
third.
my waifu.
What a cool Yoko.
If anyone deserves Yoko more, this is why I didn't.
This
let,
is back
I took it
when
back
I
from
went
the
to
beginning.
anime convention days. I bought a Yoko after watching Code Geass.
That's a dope. That's a dope body pillow. I wouldn't mind having that body pillow. To be honest with you.
Actually, this is my one of 2 Yoko.
Apparently
body
he has
pillows.
2.
I have
Apparently
2.
he has 2.
He deserves it. I wanted Yoko, but I guess he can have it. Too cool.
Yeah, he's ranked higher, and he wanted it. He's earned it. You know, so that's why I had to take Yoko from BDR, who took it from Cody. So Bacon ended up with Yoko, and I had to move a bunch of characters around.
He shouldn't even be eligible for. He needs to watch Harmonium first.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I was like, well, I don't think anyone has these claimed. I was trying to help him out.
That's not a bad record against Kyle.
Yeah, that's
not
why
a
he's
good
up
one.
there. Look at these. Like, do you have any bad losses this season? Wait,
I
embarrassing
have
us.
1 bad loss.
Cody,
bad
is
loss?
Cody your bad loss?
Yup.
You lost to Tra as well, apparently. I don't remember when that happened.
And then I beat him in the losers.
Oh, okay.
I had the
Oh,
most-
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So Tra and Cody are your only low losses. I think.
So going from memory, my bad loss was to this guy. His greatest win.
Gave him the hands. You know.
I need
He
to be
definitely
in the
did give me
middle.
the
I need to
hands.
be in the middle so that they don't start, so they don't come to blows here.
Yeah.
Good
And
record.
then-
A lot of attendance and a very good record behind it.
And then I was the only one to take a game aside from JPEG. The undefeated. Oh,
Not a lot of people had a lot of opportunities
That's
for what
true.
it's worth.
That's Yeah.
Psycho worked you this season, though, apparently, every
Yeah,
time.
Psycho has my number.
I guess so.
Once a Sheik passes that level, they have my number, basically.
Free game from
Chard passed that number,
So,
or passed that level this season.
3-6 against Kyle. I didn't realize Kyle went to that many tournaments, but
He went to a lot.
towards
Like,
the end, right? Wasn't he
like,
retired?
hey
No,
guys,
like the last half of
the last half, like,
November
hey guys, I'm
and
retired. I'm
December.
gonna go to everything.
This is why you don't make a big deal about when people retire. This is why, like, I
Always
didn't
come
care.
back.
This is why I was like, I think when he left, I'm like, okay, I'll see you in a couple months, and like, I saw him in a couple months. Like, you don't make a big deal about if someone retires. There's no point because they're coming back.
They always come back.
They always come back.
They always come back.
Cody's probably retired like 4 times at this point.
I've never said I've ever retired, actually.
Oh, actually, I'm proud of you. Then.
yeah,
Good job.
for that reason. There are definitely years I haven't played Melee, but even those years I still went to tournaments.
I'm pretty sure Leo's retired a couple
Oh
times.
my god. Hey guys, I'm retired.
I do want to just state, on one of your wins here against 941, that could have easily almost not been a win.
Do you realize how different that JPEG would have gone?
Yeah, that would have been crazy. Dude, he almost had it. 941, I don't know if he's
I
watching.
had it all in here. It's like, it's
I
all
can't
in
let
here.
this bracket look this way.
Because that was last stock, game 3, right?
Yeah, that's what it ended up being.
Oh,
And with Ice Climbers being on one stock is scary. Ice Climbers and Jigglypuff, I hate being on my last stock against those.
I was
two characters.
if you remember, I was my last stock to his 2. It was like, nope, not gonna happen.
Oh, you're behind.
I was behind.
I
I was
thought he was
behind.
going to do it. I was like, this is going to be a big win for 941. Because he hasn't been to our tournaments in a while.
Yeah.
Even though he's like number 1 now in Utah, right?
She's the
He's
strongest in Southern Utah when
But
he's
he
there,
moved
but
to
he lives
Salt
in
Lake.
Salt Lake now.
And
I believe
he's
he's
in the
ranked.
Master region.
Good, because now that'll do better for him as well, because you have
Yeah.
stronger people to play against. But he's pretty cool.
941 Craigasm indeed.
Yeah,
Love
941 played really well. Like I think that was the first time I saw him like wobble really well, like, consistently.
He almost got me in game 2, and I did not want to play game 3 against him. So like as soon as he got me to my last stock on game 2, I was safe. I played so safe. It's like, okay, I'm gonna run up and shy and then jump away. That's it. I'm not gonna try anything else. If he grabs me, I don't want to deal with it. No drills. I'm gonna shy and jump away. I'm gonna kill Nana, and then I can play the game.
Run up shy. His way to beat that is just raw grab you and come in.
Catch all the income.
I mean, that's impressive because I'm actually pretty proud of my anti-ice climber game. So 941 actually working in enough to actually make me like get scared of playing against him. That was pretty impressive.
How do you feel about your season, Bacon?
I felt good in the beginning, lots of second places.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I felt really
Double
bad
dip.
later, losing the chart a lot. I was like, no, that's okay. Chart's really good now.
Charge really good.
Chart's really
JPEG,
good.
are you there? Do you know that? Do you know that Charge
Chart is really good. I'm happy for him.
him.
Plus, we could talk about it when we got to him, but watching like that one stomping grounds of him versus Kyle was like the best I've ever seen him play.
I see that.
And it wasn't recorded, so that sucked. Yeah. I would have liked to. I don't know who's.
That must be one of our chats.
Maybe. I would have liked to have had a better record against Kyle and Char this season, but unfortunately they bested me.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually really happy the first time Kyle came back. You stopped him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, it's looking good.
Took him a little bit. Then he got back on it.
If Bacon can stop Kyle, I think we're looking good. But
then Psycho and JPEG didn't show up to stop him, and he took.
Yeah, man, they took over you,
Yeah,
man.
I couldn't stop Kyle.
It became my people. My people had to stop Kyle in the
One
end of the season.
time.
Edge did and Chart did. They both.
Okay,
they both
two
done it.
times.
They both done it.
I did it 2 times. No, I did
Yeah,
one
just
time.
one tournament. Yeah.
But I beat him 3 times.
Only person beat JPEG. The record Bacon Chart is 3-7. There was that really intense set where Bacon and Chart played a best of 3, best of 5 series. And actually, that was super fun to watch, especially because me and JPEG had money on it. So
Sorry, JPEG.
we're going nuts in the chat. It felt so good to take money from JPEG. So that's always nice. I had an honorary stream right after because I won money from JPEG.
There you go.
But yeah, good season. It's basically your stable season. You didn't ascend to number 1. One player surpassed you because he's very, very good. JPEG and
We're the same
SK92,
level.
JPEG and Psycho both kind of disappeared. So it's hard to get a good view of who the best players at the real top end are when 2 of them are fucking inactive. But I mean, it's kind of your stabilization is top 3 is kind of where you belong. So I'm glad that you didn't fall behind in that. I guess.
Pretty much. You have to beat me to get a top 3.
Which is good. That's an awesome gatekeeper because you're actually you're super fun to play. So it's not like you have to overcome like some dumbass matchup like Falco. I mean, Falco is like honest because he's a top character. You're gonna have to play Falco players. So
I wouldn't say he's honest.
he's no character is honest. Every character has jank, but it's like you're gonna have to deal with Falco bullshit regardless.
Right.
Like it's not like Ice
Oh, yeah.
Climbers where there's like a random upcoming Ice Climbers you have to like, oh fuck, I have this weird character to deal with.
I love my bag. I love pulling from my bags of tricks, just jank you all the time until you realize how to not stop falling through the jank. Then you can actually play.
And Bacon's got a lot of little nasty like comeback mechanics in his gameplay. Like when he played Tang at Evo, he was going to lose game 2. Bacon was going to lose game 2, and all of a sudden he had like this. I think you like Zeta'd him or something like that. You back through a forward smash, suicidal dare or something like that. You were going to lose game 2, and then all of a sudden just like a 4-part string, put him back in the game. But then game 3 didn't happen.
Oh god!
But I mean, Bacon's got some of those nasty setups. There's a lot of things like teach you to understand what you have to do against Falco, and what you have to avoid against Falco. But nonetheless, I mean, you're such a fun player to play against. Like that's why I don't really mind that. That's why I really like beating you, and I don't mind at all when you beat me, because there's no hard feelings either way. Just because our sets are like my favorite sets in Vegas.
I wish I could say the same.
Okay, and my waifu is Yoko.
Yoko from Gurren Lagann. If you haven't watched it, do that. Fight the Power.
It's such a good anime.
That's
the
so
truth.
25 episodes, I think. 26 if you include the filler in the middle.
The beach
Where
one.
there's like a recap. There's like a
No,
recap.
it's like
a
a
recap,
art,
yeah.
art episode.
Fuck
Yeah.
that one. Just
Yeah, I just
skip
skip it.
that one.
I just skip
There's
it.
no reason.
Yeah. So,
Have you
Gurren Lagann. Good
have you
stuff.
seen the movie one? The
Yeah.
movie.
I thought the
actually
movie was
haven't.
cool. You haven't seen the movie?
I
It's
haven't
different.
seen
With, so the movie split up. There's two movies. One's the first arc. The second,
Right.
yeah, the second one. The first one is not like anything new.
I saw
scenes.
like the
second
final
one,
action sequence in the movie. I
It
saw
gets
the-
even
it's
bigger.
so
It
sick.
gets
They're
super
like,
big.
yeah.
You can see it in the big screen on the screen. Oh man, it's so goosebumps.
Yeah.
So, number 2,
Number two.
Big
two.
Kyle.
Big Kyle. Is it Kyle?
Big Kyle
No, it's not.
Oh,
is Chad.
Okay, before we.
it's Chad.
Is Chad's girl? Like, is that a girl?
That's the reason. It's Chard, remember?
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Okay, so I asked Richard on that one. It is Sailor Uranus, who apparently I don't really know the Sailor Scouts, but apparently Sailor Uranus is female, but she masquerades as a boy like all the
Okay,
time. That's
all
why she
right.
looks
I like that we're
masculine,
keeping
too.
with that theme.
Exactly. He
Well,
had
still a
another one.
girl.
He had another one, but I couldn't remember. Well, he had Mulan too. Same thing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
was that a waifu? It's not an anime.
Well, no, when we
No,
did
I mean
Oh,
we were
okay.
talking about the
Oh,
gender
okay,
thing.
yeah.
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 So I mean, we didn't choose a boy. He didn't really have a boy to choose. He had another girl. I can't remember. I can't remember who his other choice was, but yeah, we went with Sailor Uranus. It was actually pretty difficult to find a good fan art of her. Like, I'm not super happy with that one, but I had to find something. He was part of the reason that I was really frustrated with like the default art is.
It's that.
No, Sailor Moon. You know what the art style looks like in Sailor Moon.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all sketchy and stuff like that. 'Cause it's so old.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I just had to find some kind of fan art. And then she looks kind of like a boy there. You can't really tell. So. It works with Chard. Anyway, Chard, JPEG, are you in chat? Do you know how good Richard is? He's really, really good. JPEG.
He's okay.
He's really
alright.
good.
He's alright. No, Richard's really good. He's improved a lot.
Yeah, last half of this year,
Yeah.
skyrocket.
Yeah,
Like a
really
really
good.
Chard.
I feel like his gameplay or matchup against Falco has became really, really good.
Yeah,
Like,
and that was a big one
like
for him. He said that was his biggest problem before.
Yeah, like I think he understands it really well now. And now I really have to think how to play against Chard. I can't just throw out my jank and he just falls for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
Yeah, Chard's become just as scary to me as Psycho is, and this is why me and JPEG argue so much. But Chard actually shows up to shit, so Chard is 10 times scarier because I probably have to play against Chard. I don't have to play against Psycho; it doesn't scare me at all. What scares me is Psycho not showing up for Genesis teams. That's what scares me with Psycho. But Richard now he's gotten to the point where if you get grabbed by him, you're like, shit, do I get to keep
His
this stock?
chase is the best in Vegas.
It's I might be done playing the stock now that I've been grabbed by Richard. So,
But to everyone here who plays the Spacies and have to play against Chard, the best way, or the one that he's going to miss the most, is no tech, neutral getup.
yeah, and then shine because
You're gonna get up smash. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
But don't do that all the time, obviously. That is Chard's hardest one. That's how you beat Chard.
That's how you get styled. That's how you get styled on.
That is something you have to worry about. That is.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Chard's losses. He's got.
He's his one big loss.
Oh yeah, yes.
Butterscotch, very good. I asked him, and he said Butterscotch, very good. Is there a way I can type in chat here? Do you have chat up on one of these windows? I could probably bring it up here if not.
Yeah, you could do.
Okay, I'll bring it up here.
Yeah.
Actually, cool.
I believe we were at what was it? Not Denny's. We were at Kane's talking about the tournament, and Cameron mentioned that Chard lost to Butters, and that's why, or something
The
like
bracket
that.
was funny.
The
or
bracket,
something
was,
like that.
yeah, the bracket
pools
was
were funny.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I had to I think I or someone had to play a lot of good players first right away.
Yeah.
And then I asked Cameron about that. I was like, oh, because Chard lost to Butters. No way. No way. My mind couldn't physically grasp that.
Butters getting those wins.
That's
He
basically
trot you at the-
yeah. It's basically the exact words he used when I asked Chard what happened, and he said, "But it is very good." Exactly like that. Exactly like that. Oh, he said GUD. There you go. Thanks for correcting me. I'm still learning their language. But yeah, Richard, incredible season, big skyrocketing wins. 2-0 against me, 6-2 against BDR. He did defeat SK92 in grand finals of one tournament.
That was really good. Beat him twice.
Yeah.
From losers.
From losers,
So,
yeah.
Amazing.
Winning record against Edge, and then at Swordmiss, I think he beat Edge 2 or 3 times too. I think Edge might be developing a Sheik weakness because Edge had a lot of problems with Dan's demand too.
I think Dan is...
Remember that?
Just good.
I think Dan is just really good against Puff, and Dan is really good against Ices. Like, Sheik's bad matchups. Dan's just oddly... Or really
Strong
good.
at him,
Yeah. I don't know.
But impressive because Edge is so good, and the fact that Chard has gotten such a good record against him in a matchup that's considered pretty unfavorable. Richard plays it really well. He came up on Bacon, 7-3 against Bacon. It was a really impressive number. It means they played a lot, and Chard has won them a lot too.
So pretty much we play in like winner semis or loser semis or grand finals, basically.
This is the first season that he's actually started like really beating you, right?
Yeah.
I feel like previous seasons you've always had his number.
Yep.
And that's kind of what really determined second and third this season. Was pretty much the head to head. They played so many times in the grand final sets and stuff like that. And yeah, Chard's very, very good, man. Chard's very, very good.
But I want to see how when JPEG comes back, I want to see how well he does against JPEG, and if he understands the Falcon Sheik matchup, which is, I don't know.
Yeah. Cole has had some pretty decent sets against Richard. Their set at Swordmiss was actually pretty close to it was a 2-0 in favor of Chard, but Cole was playing pretty well. It was actually pretty close. So I wonder if a Falcon that's so accustomed to Sheik like JPEG. JPEG is probably one of the best anti-Sheik players in the city.
Every time I've seen Mole and Chard play, it's been close matches. They had a full set that was really close. And then another tournament set at PSG that was really close.
Yeah. So is that saying Mole was really good against Sheik, or does...
I think it is. I think. Well, I mean, that's a little bit of both. I think it is like Chard maybe is just like not super attuned to Captain Falcon because that should be a matchup that Sheik dominates. Because when Psycho beats JPEG badly, you can see oh wow, what is Falcon supposed to do? But I've never really seen Chard do that to a Captain Falcon player. But we don't get to see that opportunity quite as much. So I mean, we like to like I said, like you said, I'd like to see Chard JPEG some more. And then if JPEG loses, I won't let him hear the end of it. I feel
like it's a strong possibility now because JPEG tapered off at the beginning of the season, and then I feel like Charge's tech chases are starting getting better, and I feel like that's what's going to win that matchup is being able to just tech chase Falcon until you can't anymore.
Yeah, we'll see.
Chard's good.
Yeah, Chard's very good.
Chard's good.
Sailor Uranus, good job there, Richard, man. There's his call, man. I'm like, I need something that's kind of a guy. And,
that's kind of a guy.
Yeah.
You know the drill.
Yeah. I think that started with Tae Yang. I think that's what started.
You did all this last night?
Yeah. No, I did it twice last night. That's what I had to fucking do. I got a power outage at 12:40 and lost everything. But it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier when you know exactly what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but that's just impressive because you texted me last, or you sent him the message.
Mm-hmm. I mean, once you make the template, it's a lot easier. I just had to, change the things and add a picture.
I didn't know you were asking people for their waifus until Cody told me last night. I was like, what? Yoko's taken already?
Bacon jacket.
We had that conversation? I don't remember a lot.
Dude, last night...
Bacon messaged me, I want Yoko.
I hella did. Last night, you were so hype about Genesis 30
as well. Man, I can't wait.
Okay, so our number one...
Play the Return of the King music, please.
I don't know how that sounds. I guess that's one king.
He was Kyle. Big Kyle, welcome back to your throne.
Smash King 92.
Welcome back to
in his rightful throne. He's held it down for Vegas for... I've been in the scene 10 years and he's always been the best, so...
No, there was a period where Tra and JPEG would trade.
There was a period where I was better than him, too.
Really? Yeah. That was when you were really inactive.
He was playing with a lot more block. For what
he
was dual...
yeah. But yeah, Kyle, amazing this season. Started coming back halfway through the season. Got back his number one spot.
Went to everything.
That's Kyle.
Even though for what it's worth, he did put in work, clocked in hour, beat a drunk JPEG.
SK92 has a much less perfect record this season though than we're accustomed to him seeing. Usually it's
him losing to not the usuals.
Yes. Usually it's he'll drop one tournament to JPEG, or he'll drop one tournament to Psycho, and that's the only time he loses this season. This time he has dropped a tournament to Bacon, he has dropped a tournament to Richard, he has dropped a tournament to Edge in grand final sets. He still took second in those tournaments.
Right.
So he's only been placing first and second.
So he's still only been placing higher than everyone else's consistent placements, which is why he's number one there.
Dude, I don't know who buy 1 or buy 3 is, but he messes up those matches.
Oh, get fucked.
Get
fucked. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a much less perfect record this season. Man, I feel like I wish I had more chances to play him because I want to get the tournament shots against him. But yeah,
get there.
The only losses he has had are the people I've mentioned and the one loss to BDR. And then they did not have to play again that tournament. BDR got rolled by Matt.Zeb, and SK92 beat Matt.Zeb. But yeah, that was the only non-tournament costing loss he had this season. He lost 3 sets to Chard and 3 sets to Bacon. Technically a better set count against Richard because he's beaten Richard 7 times, and Bacon he has beaten 6 times. So Bacon with the best record count against SK92.
Well, that could also mean that Chard beat me to play Kyle to get a chance to lose against him.
To get another chance to drop another set.
But I don't... Yeah. But,
It's impressive. Kyle only lost to the top 5.
Impressive record. Not as impressive as it was in the history.
Yeah, which I'm glad. Like, I'd rather him not come back and be first so quickly. I wish we were better. Like, it seems like... Because when he does that, it almost seems like we haven't improved. And I know we have. But like, when he just shows back up and then he still wins our tournaments, it's like...
I did my job the first tournament.
You did your job.
I expect Kyle...
Multiple people did.
I expect Psycho and JPEG, pick up the slack.
Yeah, just not enough. Psycho and your crew busted out this season, homie. What the fuck happened to your crew?
Hey, 8 jumps. 8 jumps.
Honorable mentions on the Evan Award.
Yeah, dude, we're going to be on the banner.
You're the only...
Everyone's going to be on the banner.
No, you're not going to be on the fucking banner. Last season, you specifically said last season, I do not want honorable mentions on the banner. You don't get to change that because PBS is your fucking honorable mentions. They didn't even qualify.
Fuck yourself. Unless it's PBS.
There's not much to say about Kyle.
Yeah,
he has a weird style. He's very...
No, he's grounded. He's smart.
He's a safe style.
He's geometrical. He knows angles of attacks and how to defend said angles. You have to really... your punish game has to be crazy against him because he's almost going to beat you in neutral like 9 out of 10 times because he's got such a solid foundation for defense and everything. So when you see the 4 people that have beaten them are all like crazy punishers.
Right.
BDR, Edge, Bacon, and Chard, like crazy punishment players. Bacon's got a crazy combo game. Chard with the tech chases. Edge with rest and rest and rest and rest. And BDR with all those up throw, up airs, and up smashes. You have to really punish him when you get in on him. Because if you don't, then he's going to win neutral again. Then he's going to do like a 4-string combo and going to beat you. That's why combo videos for Vegas would suck if they focused on SK92 because his combos are not interesting.
I think JPEG described Kyle the best. He's like a nickel and dime kind of player. Like he doesn't go for like the big rewards. But he'll go for the guaranteed like 5%, 3%. Right. But he'll consistently get those, and eventually you're gonna be at a bad position with high percent, just forward smash you.
And then you just wait dashes back and forward.
Or he'll do that. But I do want to mention that although his neutral like is amazing, like it's not like any other players in Vegas could compete with the neutral. Like I think Chard has a very good neutral against Kyle. At least from the one time I saw them play at like the Smash. Was it Smash Fest grounds? Stomping grounds. Thank you. Like he played that matchup perfectly. Like Kyle, Kyle just could not break. Kyle couldn't break Chard's defense.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And then every time Chard grabbed Kyle, Kyle was like visibly upset. That was because of the tech chase game.
I might not get to play this stock. It's like my stock might be over now that I'm grabbed. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's nice that he's not as super dominant, but still dominant enough that he is ranked number 1 with the big Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop, one of the most iconic anime women.
I don't think Kyle's watched that. Yeah.
I don't think Kyle's watched like anything. So.
He watched Dragon Ball. He's watching Dragon
black.
Ball.
Of course, he watched
Super
Dragon
right
Ball.
now.
That's true.
His Facebook posts are all about Dragon Ball Super.
The thing is, I already took Android 18, and I feel like he probably doesn't care that much about Chi-Chi or Bulma.
Give him Vegeta.
I might give him a dude.
Give him a gender bender Vegeta. Vegeta.
Goku's mom or something.
Yeah. Good job, Kyle.
Yeah.
We're back on top.
We're going to
JPEG, I hate you. You like Kyle. Get the number 1 spot.
If you watch this VOD, just know we're going to fuck you up next season. You're going to be like
I'm calling it now. This season's going to be my first win on Kyle. It's going to happen.
First win?
Yeah, I haven't done it. Not since I've been back, at least.
How about, like, lifetime?
I think there was a time you beat him in a set. I don't know. I remember there was a time that was really close. I can't remember what the result was.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think I commentated a set with you versus Kyle that was, like, insanely close. I can't remember, though. It might have been just a tragic ending where you died at the end and, like, it was like, oh, well, there goes the dream.
The dream.
Okay, so that's basically our PR.
Do you have the
full
10?
image?
The full one? Yeah.
Yeah, but not in, like, I just have it on.
There we go.
Just expand it or something. Yeah.
Oh, full? That's not how you do it. Right click. Wait, no.
And I think it's transform, maybe.
No. Yeah, it's transform.
You really had to lose to Evan twice? You really had to be sick?
I wanted to go to tournaments, so.
I think we should start listing the point numbers so we can see how close these. I'll just look at the full thing.
I think Edge was really close to me.
The point numbers will be publicly visible later.
Okay, so this is a full PR.
We got a pretty good roster other than the Spaceys.
VHC. Yeah. Look how much my crew's up there now. Fuck you, PBS. Fuck you, JPEG. Fuck you, Psycho. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
No, PBS is still up there. Not as much, but yeah.
Only you.
I'm repping PBS. Come on.
You're right. Add P. Eric. He's crewless. You can pick up Kyle too.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pick up Kyle. Pick up Eric. We'll get
I heard they love poker. They love poker.
Who?
They love poker. Pierre and Kyle. I don't know.
Yeah. I like our season. Although I would love to have this season with JPEG and Psycho. Yeah. I think that'll be like a strong PR.
And then
it'll be interesting to see who will be left with them joining, or maybe they won't even be on it.
Right. Oh, this next season. Let's see what happens. Oh crap!
This next season, yeah.
Because if we add them too and push everyone down, that makes me a gatekeeper again. I feel like that's just where I have to be.
So your job is to stop the mole Empiric from overcoming you.
Right. That's all I ever do.
But like he kind of just sidestep you. Like it always leads to you, but beat everyone else on top of you, above you.
That is not my fault. Then I did my job. So if you had to guess, if we threw Psycho and JPEG in the mix right now, what do you think it would be? Above Chard or below Chard? For JPEG.
I would actually say, like, if you throw them in the mix, I wouldn't actually play Chard as much. So me and Chard would probably maybe switch. It'll be a 50-50. And then how I play against... I don't know. I have way harder time against Psycho than JPEG.
Yeah.
So I'll probably inch out like a win or two against JPEG, not so much against Psycho. But I think introducing them, they'll be definitely top 3.
I like the blue you use for the MK.
The neon blue. I tried to go with the colors that the cruiser's supposed to be.
What are we? PBS?
It's the colors of the PBS television thing.
Okay.
That's what Mason always asks for whenever I do it. Yeah. And it's like a dark purple in the background because like you have too many colors. I need to put something dark so that I'd contrast it.
Okay.
But my crew color is black and gold anyway, so.
Cool.
But yeah, SK92 Empiric need crews. I mean, I don't know. It's like if you put SK92 in a crew, it's like clearly just because you want the best player in your crew. Because
obviously, SK92 plays poker.
He does not hang out with anyone. He doesn't go to stuff afterwards. Like we even try, and sometimes he'll say he will, and then he doesn't.
I'm poaching BDR. We're jumping ship.
You're taking Zeta because he's the money.
Taking Gus. He's the sponsor. We're sponsored by Gus. Jared can come too if he wants to. If he wants to play this game.
MK version 2.
MKV2. We'll pick up Kyle.
So MK plus Kyle.
MK plus Kyle.
MK plus K. MKK.
Kyle's been around long enough. He can be part of the big C in the Funky Bunch.
I feel like I've been long. I've been insane long enough. Why haven't I gotten an invitation to MK?
Your PBS. So MK is dying. We're just gonna merge.
Yeah, you lost your leader or your other leader.
Decline invitations to MK like 2 or 3 times.
Okay. So our next topic, I guess, is to talk about the tournaments we have.
And there's too goddamn many of them.
Yeah. I feel like we could do with one less Thursday tournament. I don't know, Cameron.
Like we shouldn't ever have a fucking situation where there's 4 tournaments in a 5-day span. We literally had that. That was an actual thing. You had Sunday off for church. And then you had another tournament the day after.
That's good. If we could just get everyone to go to these things.
That's the thing, is no one's going to be able to, and that's venue fee every single time. That does not go to anyone except the venue.
Yeah.
And so that's so much money, and a lot of it doesn't go to the pot. It's like, oh, I can win that money back. Well, not everyone can do that. Clearly, it's going to be SK92 or 3 other people. It's too much. The oversaturation causes people to go to some things and not others. Yeah, it's cool that they're like spread out, but they shouldn't be as much. Like turn some of these into like monthlies or something, just because there's way too many.
I feel like something that would benefit the scene is more of a focus on Smash Fest. Like times to play.
PSG Fight Nights.
Exactly.
That's people should do that or something. It's not expensive. PSG Fight Night's like $6, $7. That's not that much.
Or more people just host Smash Fest.
Or that. I mean, people are lazy about that. So
yeah, I've been lazy kind of this season and really host any.
I did a week of it. So I did my time.
Cody, where's my Friday invite to Smash Fest?
I haven't been doing them. I started.
You told me about that one time. I didn't even get the invite for that one time.
What is this Friday? How about this Friday?
This Friday?
This Friday.
What's this Friday? I feel like is there something this Friday?
I hope not.
All right. Let's Smash Fest at Cody's. He's inviting everyone.
Hit me up.
Post his address right here.
Hit me up on the cell. If you don't have the cell number,
then I don't want you there.
I'll post the cell in the group. Okay, but speaking of tournaments, we have one coming up this Saturday, right?
Yeah,
for Saturday post.
There's like a Pons tomorrow, or there's a Rip tomorrow.
There's a Rip tomorrow.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Gonna go tomorrow. See me there. Chard, Kyle, be there. I'm gonna beat you. You two, or Psycho. Yeah, so then we have a Rip tomorrow.
And then I think we have the rest of the week off.
Until
finally, there's not a Thursday tournament.
They canceled the Thursday tournament.
That was going to be a Trans End, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank God we canceled the tournament, because that would have been another 3 tournaments in 1 week.
No. This coming one is a Smash. It's not the Game Nest one.
Is it?
The cancel one was last week.
Oh, then.
So we still have 3 tournaments this fucking week.
Okay. I don't know.
And then that's 2 days before Pons. There's no way. Is Cameron really doing Rip, Game Nest, and
every time? Actually, it's funny. Every time he does Rip, it's the same week he does his
Game Nest. That's so stupid.
That's so dumb. I thought he's struggling. Isn't he?
He is struggling. He can barely host his shit.
Yeah,
seriously. We didn't need Game Nest, and I've been told by a few sources that Game Nest is not a great company to work with. I'm just saying that as like an aside. But we don't even need to have one over there, too. We have other shit. We have other tournaments, man. And you're freaking physically dying. You can't even do your fucking Fiji money match. You son of a bitch.
Oh my god, that's so...
But yeah, anyway, so that's what we're going to get to is Pons. Pons is the big one. Pons is the first one.
Everyone should go to Pons.
Try to go to Pons. It's at PSG. I love supporting PSG.
Fiji will be there, possibly.
Yeah, I mean...
Cameron will be there in the money match, maybe. But his health comes first.
It's understandable. It's really fucking irritating, too. When you're trying to host tournaments, you can't even come to sit and talk about a podcast. You shouldn't be running a tournament either, Cameron.
Bad Cameron.
Well, no, that's why he's asking people to help.
Well, yeah. He's trying to... I don't know. I see where he's coming from. He wants to grow the scene. More tournaments is a good thing, in a sense.
I feel like Vegas, we don't have enough entrants to support this many series or many tournament series.
That one tournament had like 5 people, and TC was private messaging people like, "Hey, you gonna come?" It's like, no, that's why I'm not there.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like 2 monthlies and 2 bi-weekly, so basically a weekly is good amount for Vegas.
Yeah, I would say if you have like 2 tournaments a week and no more than that, that would be like the bare maximum that we should ever like look at. I feel like. Yeah, Mason watched Trial versus Railgun so he can get that U.S. national debt paid off.
Whatever we do, though, we can't stop the bad melee because those are probably.
No, I feel like those are a side too. I don't really count those against quite as much because those are more of like it's more of that for fun tournament. So if that's the one exception for a 3, like that's so much different. It doesn't count towards points. Right. The focus isn't as so much on that competition.
Mason, do a drunk PR. He was there.
I'd be down for a drunk PR.
That'd be pretty funny, yeah. Specifically, all the bad melees added together.
We gotta implement the rule: 2 drink minimum to unlock your main.
Yeah, I think the last bad melee, Kyle just went there, beat everyone sober, and left, took their money. I think that's fine if that's what you want to do. I don't mind.
At the end of the day,
see, the amount of shit that he got for doing that, I don't want to go to one now because I don't drink. So like, what's the?
I think
like now
Char was the same way, but he didn't go back to the second.
Yeah,
one
he doesn't want
pressure
to
to drink.
Yeah, that's the same thing with him.
Cody,
Cody.
Charles was cool about it. He took it easy on me in the first set. He didn't play Sheik. The second set, he didn't.
You won anyway, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have all the broken stages.
All the stages.
All the broken stages.
I guess it is a peer pressure. When you don't drink, it's. I guess it's mean. I don't know.
See, that's why I'm gonna have to host 21 and younger. I'm gonna have to host a 21 and younger.
They have good
do you know how bad Pichu Peach is? That's the worst. That's so bad.
Mute City.
Mute City. That'd be sick.
God.
Or just drink.
I'm gonna have to host a 21 and younger or 20 and younger tournaments on bad
BHC tournament.
It's basically
you guys sponsor the stream. That'd be cool too.
Fernando.
Actually,
that's what we did last time. It was Kaho just didn't want to go, so Kaho showed up.
Kaho come.
Kaho come.
Actually, really made sure because Fernando and Kaho came and like, you guys know Bad Melee is going there. If you think you're gonna go to Bad Melee, don't come to my house. But they're like, we're not gonna go to Bad Melee, so I'm like, okay, then you can come. I wanted to make sure that they would support that first. Yeah. But yeah, they just weren't.
It's just a lot of fun. Of course,
yeah,
I'm not a big drinker. I like
the first Bad Melee when Charge showed up. I was like, Charge, you're 21.
I was surprised too. I thought he was younger.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to just drink and play Melee. So good job, Mason.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so hopefully, I don't think it's going to happen. The way Cameron's been recently, and because Fija's a little weenie, I think...
Fija's definitely in Vegas right now.
Yeah, but he's a weenie. I don't think he's going to show up, like, because I don't think Cameron's going to show up.
Fiji should still show up.
He should.
Show up,
I mean,
show up Fiji.
That's what I like. Fiji, I don't know if you're watching, but you can't say you want to. Well, you can, but you suck for it. You can't say you want to be the best and then like not go to tournaments, like because you know you're gonna get beat down. Like,
I don't think that. Well, actually, I read one of his Facebook status.
12-month one?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I skimmed it.
I was like, yeah, there's definitely some reason not to go to tournaments, but you can't be acting or like. I don't know.
Like your goals do not match your intent, or not. Well, so your goals don't match your actions.
I guess.
It's how I feel like it. That's always been everyone's problem with you. I don't know if you're watching, Dennis, but it's literally like everyone's problem with you, Fiji, is that you like constantly talk about wanting to be the best, and you never show that you're trying to be the best. You just want to be the best. Like all of us are trying so much harder than you did. It's so much fucking harder than you. So
my hands hurt.
Some of us. I've been playing like a.
We got 3 weeks, guys. We got to kick it into gear. We just got to do more things.
Speaking of 3 weeks, I'm glad you mentioned that. Genesis hype. We got. I think we counted. We got like 17 Vegas people going.
Nearly 20 shows.
A lot of us.
And then there's gonna be like that one random guy from Vegas that's never gone to a Vegas tournament that shows up because that seems to happen every Genesis. So, like people meet other Vegas players. Like
there's a scene in Vegas.
Yeah. Fuck you. What do you mean?
That happens more in Evo than like
that's true.
one.
That's true.
But it's funny. Last Genesis, Sergio, Diaper, and his other friend went to Genesis.
I hear stories about these guys.
You've never met them?
I've never.
They're actually super cool.
They're cool. Yeah.
Sergio and Diaper are like real cool.
And then there's that other guy that's along the same category. Whenever people bring him up, I think he plays Sheik.
Iron Nick.
No,
Psyche.
There
He's a Samus player.
Oh, Samus.
Yeah. Who also has, like, as far as I know, no reason not to go to tournaments, except for not wanting to play.
I don't know.
It sucks. It sucks that people that.
But he's always down to play. Like, if you want Samus, like, non-Fernando Samus practice, you could go to him.
That's funny. We don't have tournaments. See, that's frustrating.
I hate that attitude, personally.
It's close to home.
I understand.
The person I play with the most doesn't ever want to come to me. And it's lame as hell.
Like, I totally understand it, but I hate it.
It's like, no, play the game.
Nothing
Don't
against
love
the person, but like I hate it.
Nothing but benefit if you come to a tournament. It helps the scene. It helps everyone around you.
Yeah.
Helps you.
Exactly.
Enjoy some Melee.
Talking about Koichi, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what
We just.
Hot blast.
Please, are you watching? You're off today.
He's playing Path of Exile.
Koichi, I don't think he'll be in top 10.
Or something.
Yeah, I don't think he would either.
The Mole's best Falcon in Vegas.
Mole's
Are
best
you gonna let
Falcon in
that?
Vegas.
You're gonna let that happen?
The Mole, man.
He doesn't have a choice to come back and Mole with double force.
I mean, who would practice Falco Moonwalk so much to get a blister in their hands but won't show up to a tournament? That's why.
I actually have a problem with like the overly tech fiends too, like that are crazy technical.
Yeah.
Like, have you guys seen that Relno guy, the Fox player? He was at Smash the Record. Have you seen that guy, Bacon?
Yeah.
Relno.
No.
You said who? And you said who? You don't know who he is?
Mm.
He's insanely technical.
Yeah.
But no one knows who the fuck he is because all he is insanely technical. And it's probably because all he fucking does is sit on only by himself, not even a computer opponent on the screen, and practice technical shit. No one, like, people now know who he is because I know who he is because Cole linked me this video. And actually Cole actually prefaced it pretty well. He said, "How is this guy so good but so bad?" Like, and it was a tech skill show off between Relno, Mike Hayes, and Silent Wolf. And Relno did all this insane shit, like shine, turn around, shine, wave dash, shine, turn around, shine, wave dash, and just like blip, blip, dash, blip, blip, like crazy shit. Like, oh my god, how do you do this? He's got an insane tech video, but like no one knows who the fuck he is because he can't place in tournaments because he's probably just running around the stage and then getting randomly kneed as he's doing this dumbass shit. Like, oh man.
But that's not all like.
Yeah, he probably does do dumb tech stuff in matches. That's probably why no one knows who the fuck he is because he probably took 513th at Evo like Esam.
How did Esam play so low at Evo, Sword?
I don't know.
I love the graphic. 512th at Evo.
I'm so happy. I hope he's the highest placed player with the lowest tournament placing. All because of Nevada. I love it.
Reno
The
got
only
him,
time
too.
Nevada ever did something together.
I made
Teamwork makes the dream work.
I rejoined Reno Smash so that young Dactyl could create a Twitter so he could retweet Esam saying, "I got bodied at Evo." So me and him are the two retweets of Esam saying, "I got bodied at Evo."
That sucks.
So Genesis, I think the whole It Me crew's going. MK's all going. Half of PBS is going.
I'm really bummed out JPEG's not going.
I thought
I
he
mean,
was
I
pretty
understand.
sure he was
No,
going.
he's not going. I knew that like way back.
I mean, it still bums me out. I knew it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
Have so much fun, man. I'll have most likely Ernest and Justin with us too.
Oh, right. Oh wait, Justin.
I don't know if I don't know if
Oh,
they
he's
live
living
in
up there,
Yeah,
though.
they live in San Fran. They're not too far from where.
Tell
Justin
them
actually
to bring a
is.
setup.
Yeah, that's actually that's genius.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kevin and Carl canceled, which is a huge bummer. Really would have liked for at least Kevin to go.
Wait, it's just you and Blaze? Who's all in your hotel room
Yeah,
now?
all day, and one of Blaze's friends, I think, are being
Kevin
added
and
to
Carl
it.
are cool people too.
Frog, I
Yeah,
don't
there.
think is going, but he's also like 11 years old, so.
I was going to Smash Tournaments. I was going out of state at that age.
I think I was pretty old when I think I was 18, 19 when I went to my first out of state.
Yeah, no, I was 14.
Jesus.
When was OC3?
2000.
Yeah, I think it was my freshman year.
7?
I'm also bummed out that Mason is
OC3
missing.
was my first out of state.
That does suck that Mason's missing Genesis because I was actually really stoked to room with Mason. I really liked rooming with Mason at Evo, so it's a bummer that he can't come to Genesis. I'm not super excited for the hotel room just because I barely know Chigor and I don't know Zach.
Chigor is pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
I roomed with them
I
last year.
talked to him. I mean, it's cool, but like, I don't know. I would have liked it to be like the homies. Like Evo I loved our Evo hotel room. Our Evo hotel room.
You guys had a pretty good one, right?
It was Evil PBS was our Evo hotel room. Sick. It's nice.
Evil PB?
That's PBS and me.
It's the alternate timeline.
I think the hotel room's fine. Chief Ward brought a setup last year because he drove.
Oh, okay.
So that was nice for him. Nice of him.
I am super down to play Resistance. Right? I'm super down to play Resistance during Genesis nights or something.
Someone bring Coup.
Bring Coup. Do you got Coup? JPEG, you gotta go to bring Coup.
You can
honestly,
play it with,
I like Resistance.
You can play it with
deck of cards.
Deck of cards.
No, but it's
just got to know the rules. I know.
Have you ever played Coup head to head?
No. That doesn't sound fun though.
I'm like 100-0 against JPEG head to head.
I've actually only played the Coup the one time that JPEG and Macy came over. We ended up us three plus Techno and Kalichi. I think it was like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock before we were done playing. And then they wanted to play Smash. I was like, can you guys leave? I'm going to sleep. You guys do whatever you want. I'm
out. But yeah, Genesis, lots of us are going. We're excited. Make sure to bring some Vegas Smash gear to wear it. Hopefully we all practice up and place really well. Please practice. I'm going to be practicing pretty hard. I've already made sure I'm getting tech skill practice. And I just want to practice over the next couple days.
This year I just want to get seated.
You just want to get seated?
Yeah, where people know, like, oh, hey, this guy's actually kind of good. Give him his own pool.
Yeah. Well, it's like late for Genesis.
Well, it's too late. Well, I was saying, like, this year in general.
That means you have to go more out of state. So more like
that's what I'm planning to do.
Basically means you have to go to California and show your face.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, practicing wise, I've just been playing a circle
Cycle
clicking
is
game.
going to Genesis, Mason.
You got 3 weeks. We gotta grind it out now.
Circle clicking game. What are you playing?
Osu. Do you know Elite Beat Agents for the DS?
Oh, okay, yeah. It's like that.
On PC.
Oh, okay.
But instead of, English songs, it's a lot of weeaboo songs. The game's really weeaboo.
Cool.
But I've just been playing that the past week.
Psycho's going to Genesis. I bought his plane tickets.
I'll come and bring Coup only if I keep a Psycho.
I've been practicing that a ton. I'm ranked 200. I'm top 200,000 in that game. I
thought you were going to say top 200.
Nope.
Oh, that's pretty good.
200,000. Yeah. Genesis will be fun. Hopefully I'm seeded. I don't know.
Rules aren't out yet, right?
It's not.
I feel like they should be soon.
No, I think it's like
just beat
the earliest. It'll be like a week before.
Just whoever they give you, just beat them.
But
I can say that now.
That's true.
I can say that now.
Because Evo, my pool was tough, man. I had that Marth that I didn't know about. I think he's from Chicago.
Who was it?
I forget.
Lod or Smash God or something like that?
No, I forget his name.
He was no one. He should just beat him.
Yeah, he got third in our pool. He came to the tournament after at PSG.
Oh, okay.
I forget his name. But that's killers.
Gibbles, you gotta get over Blaze dropping you as a partner, man. You blew it. You just gotta find a new partner.
Who did Blaze end up teaming with?
He's still looking for a different teammate. The relationship is over.
What happened? Dude, some people are just not meant to team together. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, me and Blaze have figured out teams pretty well. We actually got some working. We won Swordman's, man. Team Dacia.
I'm so sad. Me and Psycho's Double Marth.
We won Swordman's, yeah.
Me and Psycho's Double Marth did not go so hot.
Well, you played Pew Fat against us, and then you switched to his Pew, and he was fat, and we beat you.
Because he was not a good Pew. He does not swing enough.
Technically, S Fat is Pew, and Pew.
Okay, I guess I don't know the team, so I don't.
So you screwed it up. So you didn't know how to play Pew Fat. You don't even know what it is.
I honestly don't care about your team.
We're winning teams. That's all that's happening.
We're getting out of pools. That's what I'm saying. I broke pools with Dockman. We could at least do that.
Okay, we'll break pools.
Not saying Dockman was bad, but you're kind of bad right now, though.
Dockman, come play Melee. Please. God. I'm tired of all these people that can play Melee and just don't do it.
You know, there's a really weird post I saw. I think it's in like the PBS Steam group or something. There's only one post in it, and it's Prinny, and he says, "What is life?" And one person responds, and it's Docmo, and he said Melee. Isn't that a
must
weird
be like
post
eons
nowadays?
ago.
Yeah, it's weird to look at that. Like I saw that, I'm like, what the hell? Did you make PR? Actually, if I made a commentator PR, you would be way up there, my friend. I actually do want to talk about commentators.
Commentator PR.
Yeah.
Oh, commentating's hard. It's hard to be able to keep a conversation either with yourself or with a person towards nobody.
Alright, what do you want to talk about it?
I'd like there to be more active commentators that care about commentating. We had like Jade on the mic that did not give a shit about the game. I love Jade on the mic.
Dude,
because
she killed. There was one, I was surprised. I think it was her and Butters, because I watched I've had a pretty good run. I think I got third that tournament. So I watched a lot of my stream matches. So I was in the hot seat, so I just kept going. I lost the chart. They did commentary. I was like, okay, Jade's cool on commentary.
But she has to care. Like when she doesn't care, nothing happens.
I think there has to be a peach on the screen for her.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is, man. Because like sometimes Jay's on the mic and not a single person says a single thing. Like the sickest combo can happen on stream, and no one will notice. Because they're talking about food or something like that. And that's actually
it depends on.
I don't know.
It depends.
I like
on kind of commentary. Yeah, I like that
off-topic
too.
commentary.
But like if someone does something sick, that means you're not even watching the match. You're not even commentating. You're not commentating.
Sick to me.
You're having a conversation with someone. You can record that and like put it on SoundCloud or something.
It just I feel like it depends on the matches. Depends on the where you're at in the tournament. Because we don't get a lot of views.
Kevin's got it. If the match gets boring, there's a cute girl on the webcam that you can also watch.
There you go.
Damn.
Krevin's an amazing
Krevin, on the other hand, is an incredible commentator. I love when Krevin's on the mic.
Dude's so philosophical. He blew my Melee mind. I don't know if I've told everybody yet, but there's one thing. If you don't lose center stage, you can't lose the game.
You're on the stage.
I was at home watching the stream.
You're not dead.
Take it away. I was like, I need to work on my positioning.
If you don't love Kevin's commentating, you're out of your damn mind.
I realize now you guys kicked me out for Kevin.
Yeah, goddamn right I did. You guys weren't even talking about anything. Kevin's amazing on the mic.
Butters pretty entertaining too.
I think Butters is in chat. My problem always with Butters is he says wrong things a lot.
But
like,
as long as you're sure about the wrong thing that you're saying, then is it really wrong?
Yeah, because people that are like trying to figure things out are like, huh?
It's okay. Just somebody fact check them during the stream. It's not a big deal.
We don't even fact check in real life news.
And he says it with so much conviction too. Yeah. It's like, no, that's not what even happened. That's not. That's not why this worked wrong.
As long as he's convinced that that's what happened, then it is what happened. See, reality is dependent.
Most of PBS are good at commentary. Most of MK are good at commentary. I like when you're on the mic. Gus and Jared also
haven't seen those
fun on the mic,
in a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen them in a while. Jared's been to a tournament.
What's up with them?
I don't know. We're playing Melee tomorrow. Hopefully, I told them I have to do laundry and.
I thought you did laundry today.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Thought today was
That's what I was going to tell you, but I have tomorrow off of work, so I don't have to do anything today because I'm off work tomorrow because the banks are closed.
We had this conversation yesterday. You told me you were going back to work on Monday, and I asked like, wait, you don't have Monday off? It's New Year's observed day.
Yeah, you're right. I've been drinking. I don't know. I barely remember the conversation. Oh, I do remember telling you that I needed to do a laundry and meal prep, but I forgot I had Monday off.
Who's the best solo commentator? I'm pretty proud of myself.
I like sword.
I'm really proud of myself as a solo commentator.
I can't solo commentate.
It's hard. I like having a friend, but I feel like I'm really strong as a solo commentator.
Who's the best solo commentary at teams?
I think I'm pretty good at it too, but that's hard as shit.
Who's good at commentating teams?
I feel like we hardly ever get commentators for teams in the first place.
And so, like, I'm usually in teams, like, so much. I usually place well in teams, so we don't get to see it a lot. And then a lot of people, it's so daunting. It's like, now I have to talk about 4 people. I didn't even know how to talk about 2 people. Teams is really difficult.
I'm definitely going to make more of an effort when there is open spots on commentary to fill it, because it sucks watching a match without commentary.
It always bums me out too. Lots of people are the opposite. I don't like that. I really like commentary. Yeah. I mean, I come from an era where like homemade waffles and Phil were what made matches so good, you know. So it's a big thing for me. And it's weird because like I was watching, what was that big tournament?
The one that had shit
with the stream was the garbage, and then it was like a double screen, and the chat was there.
That's
what I'm saying too. But you know what? I was on Twitter, and everyone's like, "I love this." I'm like, why? What happened to my game?
I actually love that stream too.
See, they can get one too. Like, I was so disappointed.
I hated it.
I hated it too.
I was like, I hope they change this.
You knew exactly what I was talking about,
dude.
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
Was it don't park in the grass?
Yeah. It's because your main and secondary stream went down, so they had to use this. This guy wasn't even part.
I wasn't even convinced it was the same tournament. I was so lost. But I did not like it because they shut off the commentary at one point, and then when they did have commentary, they didn't have player cams. so you couldn't see the reactions of what happened, and they had to cut to it after the game. And I'm like, I feel like I missed a part of Melee.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that Melee as a 4:3 resolution.
Yeah.
So we have room for the camera. Like,
it's just perfect.
I don't really like watching the Smash 4 videos where it's just the gameplay and the scores and names. Like, I want to see players' faces when they get hit and
I like
stuff.
that a lot too.
Maybe it's just because we were so used to it with Melee. Same thing with like watching Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bummed me out. I was watching that big Tekken tournament kind of recently. It was like Tekken Master or something. It was in Japan or something. And actually, my favorite commentator was on the mic for it. But I was really bummed out because it was just game and scores, and like whoever was manning the station didn't care that much because because after the game would end, he wouldn't switch to the players for like another 10 seconds. You wouldn't even see the reactions. You wouldn't see the disappointment. You wouldn't see the handshake.
You lose a certain amount of depth when that happens, and like
so you can't relate to the players. You're just relating to how they play, basically.
I don't know. There's something about the tournament atmosphere that makes competing so cool. Yeah, and then being able to see reactions of the crowd.
Yeah, I really like the reactions, especially from the players.
Or those moments, like there was this sick Street Fighter one when Street Fighter 4 first came out. Someone missed their super. It was like the Sea Viper one, and then they punished the Sea Viper punished with the super, and he got up to celebrate, but they fell out, and they both ran back to their sticks. Yeah, and then the other guy, this guy ended up winning or something. Oh my god! Like moments like that, it's crazy. Yeah, someone celebrates too early, and that happens in Melee too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I like the whole situation. Like we were talking about, commentators was the main topic we were talking about. I feel like it adds so much more depth, and I personally get so much more from a stream if there's good commentators on it. I feel like if the commentators are exceptionally bad, then I lose a lot from the stream. So it's kind of a double-edged sword because a lot of people that want to talk aren't good at it.
And I think that are good are playing in the tournament.
Are high-ranked players and have to play in bracket. That's a lot of the reason you don't see me on the mic super often right now is because like I would prefer to sit right behind where I have to play next and watch like the matches. So I usually just jump on commentary after I get eliminated. And that's why actually at the beginning of the season you saw me on the mic a lot because like Evan beat me. I'm like, all right, I guess I get to commentate. And we're in there.
It's weird to do during the tournament too, because sometimes you regret commentating after, then you're going cold to a match, and you're just like, I should have probably been playing instead of talking random stuff.
Yeah. I would like to, for the next subject, I want to talk about like any for like this past season, like any exciting players, like anyone that impressed you this past season, like not the PR.
I mean, we saw a lot of them on the PR, and a lot of them we talked about last.
Okay, so
that's true.
Which I think is
this
cool.
season's so big, but definitely don't get too big of a head. But Mason, his switch to Marth, I feel like him as a Marth player is just really cool. He's got a good grasp on the game. I just didn't feel like Falcon did him justice. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's very smart, and Marth is just a smarter.
Yeah, I like his Marth, and I think he's a very good. He's the type of Marth that I kind of was too, like, in the sense that he really knows the floaty game. He knows how to. That's one thing about like the current gen Marths, like kind of like Pyrrhic. The current gen Marths like see like, oh, Mewtwo King just fucking chain grabbed him to 70 and got forward smash. That's amazing. I can do that against space animals, and then they have no understanding of neutral against floaties. When Marth actually destroys floaties in neutral, you see how big that sword is, and they don't know how to use it because they don't know how to space. They just
use fairies,
super punishes. Exactly. And actually, Mason seems to be like the one that understands that. Partially because he's probably got a background with Captain Falcon where spacing is super crucial because he has like no disjoints. So like the fact that he can actually utilize disjoints with Marth's sword, it's a good. I don't know, he's got the Evan Award, so you know that he's serious. He's got the business coming.
So that means he's going to be number 7 next season, passing the number 8.
As long as I'm on the PR.
Well, should go higher.
That's true.
Be the gatekeeper for top 5.
So he's one. Kaho, I like him as a new player. I feel like he's putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, I mentioned him last time.
I'm kind of mad that you mentioned him. I didn't get to.
Okay.
No, great. You started it.
I'm going to mention him all.
Keep going. Talk about him.
No, yeah, Kaho's sick. I got to play him, and he actually he does a lot of stuff in life. Like he's a dancer too. But Kaho, like the Aladdin quote. Good job, Gibbles. But Kaho, when he was over at my house, he actually talks about like improving. ask questions that are like the right kind of questions to ask to get better. Is like, why can't I beat Fox? Like, but not like lame and like that.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah,
everything.
He'll talk about the things like he knows that what he's doing wrong. And actually, at the Buster bracket, I think is what you called it for JPEG 4.
He got second.
4 or 5.
Right?
4 or 5.
He got second only
Gibbles.
to Gibbles, and Gibbles is actually pretty high ranked. Gibbles has a lot of the big power rank upsets actually. Yeah.
There was actually Gibbles was almost not eligible to enter that. So
yeah,
if he
Kaho
wasn't there, Kaho would have taken the whole
it,
tournament.
you know? Yeah. And for what it's worth, I think Gibbles won't be allowed in those tournaments anymore since now he's won. I don't know the exact rules, and he usually breaks his pool too. So usually he's not qualified for them anyway.
He's like. Sometimes he doesn't, sometimes he does.
Yeah.
But I mean, we did straight double
Gibbles.
elimination at the last one, so it was weird. Regardless, yeah, Kaho's sick. Gibbles has won 3 of those brackets, and he breaks his pool so much he shouldn't be allowed in those.
They're putting the ban on him.
Yeah.
I think Melee in general is a hard game, especially to start playing at this point too. And I don't know, it's cool to see players that come in that are newer. You know, of course they're not winning everything, but it's good to see them like want to get better and keep coming back. Yeah. It's hard to play Melee.
I sort of disagree with your statement. Like Melee's harder to play nowadays. I guess you're thinking in terms of technicality. Like you have so much more you have to know to play the game. But nowadays you have so many more resources, and the amount of people you could play, and how you could play online or locally, like just gives you more flexibility in learning and playing the game.
You both have a good argument for it because like there's like so many people that you have to catch up to because. Like us 3 have been doing this for a real long time, and then players like Chard will start like a year ago or whatever, and just I said Chard because he passed all 3 of us. I almost said Evan.
It's crazy. But it's just hard getting into tournaments, and then like you know in your first 0-2 phase, like I see a lot of the new players struggle with that, and then they don't come back because they run through that. You stick it out long enough, and you're getting second in the arcade.
That's why I really like amateur brackets. Like so, like you just don't go 0-2 in tournament. You still have a chance to play with more people your skill level.
Yeah,
they're really good, important.
Yeah. Okay, so my up and comer. Okay, so I didn't really watch any of his matches. I only saw 1 match of his, and he lost really badly. But his results really impressed me. Z, not the Pikachu Brawl Smash 4 guy.
Yeah, I saw his name. How did he place? He placed pretty well at the Arcadian or something?
Yeah, the only tournament he went to was the Arcadian. His name is Z. He plays Marth and secondaries Falcon. It was really impressive because I just kept putting his matches to the side, not at stream, but he just kept coming back,
people
report as a win. Oddly enough, he doesn't do the reporting; he just sends the loser to report it. I don't know why.
It might have been the loser is more accustomed with the scene.
Probably,
and then, like,
probably.
Who the fuck is this guy back?
Yeah, so like I didn't really see his face until he started playing like 1 match on stream.
He had 1 stream match.
So before that, like I had like a bunch of losers quarter matches to play. It's like, I could probably have this one off stream to
make it faster.
Yeah, tournament faster. Except he went and beat Butters. I was like, okay, that should have been on stream.
Right.
So then it's like, okay, next.
Mason says he might not be from Vegas.
Is he not from Vegas?
I don't really know him, so I'm not sure.
I don't know.
See, I give less credit to people if they're not from Vegas, and then they only take 7th. If they're from Vegas and suddenly take a 7th in an Arcadian, that's sick. But if they're not from here, then they suck. It's like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you know what I mean. I'm saying that in a very rude, direct way. But like, you know, if someone comes out of nowhere, kind of like what Pyrrhic did, is like, oh wow, this Marth actually knows exactly how to play Marth, and he came out of nowhere. Like that's a rarity. Yeah. Usually, if you're suddenly come out of nowhere, you're more like Evan, who just like he can move, but he does not know how to play.
He can quad shine your a shield.
Yeah. Why are you guys learning quad shines out the gate? I hit people.
And Hacks had a tweet saying like, I might be the reason so many new foxes know how to multi-shine but can't shuffle.
Shuffling's hard.
And I think my favorite tweet, and a lot of people requote me on this, is Mike Hayes saying, a lot of these foxes are moving super crisp. It's going to be scary when they know how to think. And I mean, that's kind of what we're seeing with people like Evan. Is Evan's like, he had the movement, he's adding more to his movement while also evaluating his game and making his decisions stronger too. And you see the opposite of the people that have the movement and have no game strategy when Urkel plays Little Shocker and gets 2-0'd. So that's kind of like the opposite, where you can't sit and grind tech. You can't be Relno and expect results. You're gonna get destroyed by a Jigglypuff from Utah and be upset about it.
Was he really upset about that?
He was. He threw his controller. The mole said, "Get fucked, Urkel." it was pretty.
Jigglypuff was good though.
Little Shocker's not bad. Little Shocker's not bad.
He could do some things.
Oh, what's
But
up,
see-
Sneaky?
No, I knew he was in chat. I knew he was in chat. That's the entire point. Is you have to actually go to stuff. You have to learn how to play against people. You can't skip
People are
every
weird.
tournament. Yeah, people are weird, especially random Jigglypuff from Utah. You think a guy from Utah knows how to play the metagame? No, not from Southern Utah.
I feel so. Going with the same topic, like, not everyone's gonna play like how Armada plays a Peach, or Mango with Fox and Falco. Not everyone's gonna play at like the meta way. Like, people are bad and it's gonna do weird stuff, and you might not know the counter to it because you've never seen like the pro players have the counter to it because they never do it. Which I would suggest like watching like player videos of players your skill level, because you can see.
Watch our local videos, honestly.
True. You can see what works and what doesn't with our local players, and what works and what doesn't with your like own level. So you shouldn't always watch the high level matches of your character. Like, watch all levels, I guess.
That's good that Urkel says it was a wake-up call, because that could have been two things. That could be a wake-up call, or that could be your retirement speech. So that's good that it's a wake-up call. That's promising, because that means that you're going to work on it.
I also hear that he's going to get his driver's license in February.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
big moment.
Just do what I did. Hike uphill both ways to tournaments. Show up purple like a...
Do you have the PR for like 11 through 20? Because I'm sure there's a lot of up and comers. Like E40s, like we mentioned at the beginning, honorable mention. He's getting slowly little steps, but constantly progressing. Just outside of the PR, just outside of me asking his anime waifu, and I know that guy's a nerd, so I know he would have one. Tato, who doesn't show up to enough things, but is very good.
I'm actually surprised he's up there.
He's I played him one time this season, and he's improved a lot since the last time I played him. Like, still needs experience, but his Falco's a lot better now.
Yes, there's 4 tournaments per season. To be ranked, one of them must be a JPEG. But yeah, Tato's good. It's just like, man, where the hell are you? Like, doesn't show up enough. TC, just kind of on that bridge.
I think he had some like bad losses this season. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think he had bad losses and a couple of nice wins. I think that's basically kind of where TC is there. Blaze, it's worth mentioning Blaze, I feel like, because he's got a good head on his shoulders. It was hard to kind of grind teams theory into him, but I kept yelling at him until it finally worked, and then we won. So, I mean, that was a big deal for me. I actually really wanted to win teams with him. But Blaze is good at thinking. I think maybe he gets ahead of him. He tries to do more things with his hands than he's able to.
If you get
and
PR in the spring season, I'll be extremely impressed.
I don't think it's going to happen. I'll tell you straight up that you're not going to be PR'd in the first quarter.
I believe that you believe you can, and I'll be impressed.
And I'm not even saying that because I think you're that bad. I think there's too many stronger players.
Real quick, how did we do the points this time? Does it still have what's the word?
It's
Legacy?
just
We actually got rid of the legacy because it was actually a big factor. And actually, if you want to tell him,
like, so I did it with like including all the history, and then like you were over Evan. It's like,
Of course.
I was like,
That's why I was like looking at this. I was like, wait a second.
but that's the thing that Evan was the problem last season too. Is Evan was ranked 12th behind like 4 players that he always beat and always outplaced. And that was kind of the thing this season too. Is Evan was actually, if we kept the entirety of the past scores, Evan was actually still behind you. And he had overall better placements. Bacon compared head-to-heads, tournament placements, all of that. And that was like the one weird one was Evan and you. And Evan's results were just so much better this season and generally better last season too, that the whole legacy thing was like really influencing current results way too much. So I don't know how much you remove. Is it just this season?
It's just this season.
So the power rankings are actually the entirety of this season.
It's kind of cool though, because like it's everyone kind of.
It gives people a lot of fresh starts too.
Yeah.
For people like Evan that had crazy amounts of losses way back, but is now like taking crazy amounts of sets from good players.
Okay, so this 10 through 15 kind of makes more sense.
Yeah. Let's see, Sabu with the random upsets, and then like the incredibly bad losses too. Because I know he's dropped games to like real random people. But I don't really remember what. But
I like to see Zeta up higher.
Yeah, he always changes on how driven he is. It seems like. Do you have anything to testify to that? Do you know him? I mean, you know him more than we do.
I mean, he likes melee, but he's a doctor, so that's his thing. That's what he was.
That's true. He's a doctor.
He's a doctor. I don't think he grinds as much or wants to grind as much, but he's definitely down to play, and he's very smart as far as playing goes. I feel like where he loses a lot is his tech skill. He can't extend his combos as much as all these.
I think that's true. That's limiting.
He keeps counterpicking Final Destination, and he's not the type of player that can win on that stage, and with how people play nowadays.
But he's got a solid neutral game. He's got good fundamentals. But he just enjoys playing.
Actually, I feel like Zeta's like one of the walls people have to pass in the lower level of Vegas.
Yeah.
The pool level,
I guess.
Yeah.
So right underneath Zeta, and I want to talk about Jai. I think Jai has a lot of potential to be really good.
He's worse
he's
than
Ice
blessed
Climbers.
about attendance, though.
But
him and Zeta are both the same way, where they'll have those days where they're like, I want to play really good. I want to be ranked. I want to make a New Year's resolution thread about Vegas Melee, but then like disappear for like 2 months. So it's a lot about for him is to actually show up to things, and that's a lot of things with.
But his New Year's resolution, did he not see it?
That's why I mentioned the fucking thread.
I didn't see
I specifically just out loud said like 10 seconds ago, I'll make threads about New Year's resolutions. But he's done that before too, where he's like said, I really want to play, and it excites me because I love Jai. Jai is a fucking cool dude. Like I love Jai.
He has a wobble.
He does need to wobble. Ice climbers need to just wobble. Your character
option.
Sucks. That's the only reason your character doesn't suck is because you can wobble. That's the only reason it's okay. It's actually, if you've heard Homemade Waffle's point of view on it, it's exactly the same as my point of view. It's not fun to watch. It sucks for it to happen to you. It doesn't add depth to the game. But Ice Climbers are so bad that there's no reason to take that away from them. Ice Climbers are such bad characters. They're so terrible. And for how much Sopo wins, there's no reason for Sopo to win so many sets. There's no reason for SFAT to have cost me $5 against this guy. I have to chew that.
Choose good
Sopo
though.
sucks though.
But he's the best Sopo ever.
Yeah.
But you know what doesn't suck is Wave Dash Down Smash.
Yeah, and that's what lost me $5.
It's so good.
I lost $5 because of Wave Dash Down Smash.
So
2 games in a row to Sopo.
Does Evil Morty have a main yet?
Peach and Sheik.
Peach and Sheik. It's pretty good dual main. I feel like those two kind of
compliment.
Yeah, I mean
they both suck against. Well, actually, Peach covers climbers. They both suck against Puff. That's their weakness. Huh?
Yeah, I guess if you think.
I don't think Sheik is that bad against Puff.
I don't think it's too bad. No.
I think Peach is bad against Puff. I don't think Sheik's that bad against Puff.
I hate that matchup.
Just stop grabbing and getting rested. I think Sheik, as long as she doesn't grab so much, then she's pretty good for it. I don't know. I liked him more as a Sheik just because I don't really care that much for his Peach. Every time I saw his Peach win is because he played like Sabu's dumbass who like would let Evil Morty literally roll past and down smash. Literally, he just rolled through Sabu's shield and down smash, and Sabu got hit by it every single stock. Every single stock.
Why can't I do that?
That's yeah, you lost to Sabu. What the fuck? All you had to do was hit R,
Apparently.
C stick right, let go of R, C stick down. One hand. Win with one hand. I mean, like, if he keeps playing Peach like that, I don't think he should play Peach because that doesn't actually teach you anything. It lets you beat people like Sabu. It doesn't let you beat anyone that knows what they're doing. But I don't know. We'll see. It depends on who he wants to develop. He has to choose a character. There's no reason not to choose a character. But I mean, if you're gonna dual main, you really have to practice a lot. I don't recommend dual maining until you actually get to a point that you're
absolutely
comfortable with the game in its entirety. I don't recommend like switching that much either. Like me and Bacon have both switched our mains. Cody's switched his main too, but that was after
well, you switched your
significant amount of understanding. He's played Doc.
Oh, was Peach your secondary or something?
Yeah, I've always played both. Peach usually got better results, but I said I was a Doc player, I guess.
I feel like you played Doc just as much, if not more.
Yeah,
though.
Definitely.
Especially further back, if we're living way further back. But me and Bacon switched our mains, but after like a significant amount of game time, like years of playing one, understanding the game, understanding the characters, and he switched to my main, and I switched to Fox, and
we traded up.
Yeah, we just move up the tier list slightly. Mason switched. Yeah, Mason, you did switch your main.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I feel like
it's also led to mixed results for you too. Big wins and like also like you busted out like crazy in the Arcadian. So
I just feel like Mason, sorry, but you just busted out in every Arcadian.
It's okay. You'll have yours one day.
You're not good against bad players, apparently.
That's a thing. I've always believed in that. I do better against better players because the game makes more sense.
That's true, but then against bad players, you think one. You know, Yomi, you just think one less.
Yeah, it's just too hard. It's just like, why would you forward smash me?
Bacon used to be a Captain Falcon player. Bacon used to play Captain Falcon, John.
Oh yeah, that's way back in the day. Black Falcon.
Pharaoh, I imagine that your little quote about the multi-shining is like satirical. Dear God, I hope so. I don't know, get results. That's the main thing, is because actually when I've watched you and Dagger play, you both actually look like you know what you're doing, but then you don't get results. So a lot of it is just actually getting the win. Because it does look like you guys have potential, and then you just don't win. So
I see a name on this list that has potential. I feel like I should play more.
Who?
AJ. Have you guys ever played AJ?
Is he Marth? Or
Is
that
like an Asian dude that plays Marth?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like he's got a strong understanding.
Is he from California? Because Mooner Knight keeps telling him to shut up.
I have no idea.
Every time AJ says something in a thread, Mooner Knight shows up in the thread and says, "Shut up, AJ," because AJ usually says something stupid.
Yeah. He's got funny humor.
Yeah,
definitely a meme lord.
But yeah, I agree. He's got potential. He's got the same thing as like he's got like some super random losses against super random players too.
The hell, like, Matt Dodds up there.
This is the full list. Here's Douglas. Look at him. He's all the way down here.
He didn't do shit this season.
Exactly.
He hit me up today. He's coming back into town. He was like, "There's 3 weeks to Genesis. We have to play." I'm like, "Dude, we had 3 months."
I like to see more from Echo. Actually,
I think Echo's good, and he just isn't that.
Echo, where's our lower tier Falcos?
The Falcos that are supposed to make all the bad players cry about Falco. Yeah, because I mean there's supposed to be players that just make people John about Falco, and Echo and Killer Noober were those players.
RCA as well.
And RCA too.
Spotty on attendance, but
see, it's like because when you lose to Bacon, you're like, okay, Bacon's good, but when you lose to like a lower level Falco that's not on the PR, then it's funny because then people go, Falco's broken, and it's just funny to me, and I want more of those people to make people go,
Falco's so broken.
Yeah, I want more of those people to complain. All I get is laser.
Actually, Sabu plays Falco.
He just shines and gets 63%.
What? I said which was a mistake. Sabu go back to Fox.
He switched again?
Yeah,
he's Sabu's Falco now.
He was doing really good with Fox, and I feel like, I don't know, switching characters or picking up a secondary early in the game like that is just like a quick fix. It's not going to benefit you in the long run.
Luck has potential, but he only plays with...
We'll link the full spreadsheet later.
Yeah. Luck has potential, but he only plays with Trawl and only tries to win an Arcadian once in a while.
I love that he did not place top 3 in the Arcadian because he's like, oh, free shirt. No, fucking not.
He had a hell of a run.
He had a good run, which is impressive. I did not expect him to, but I love that. Like his mole Pyrrhic Blaze.
I love that even Morty beat him round 1.
That's so sick. Go Morty, perfect human being, fulfilling my dreams. Thank you.
Yeah, he beat Luck round 1. Then Luck had an amazing losers run, and then
he got fourth.
Yeah,
he got fourth.
Same thing last Arcadian back in June. Evil Morty beat Killer Noober round 1. Killer Noober, amazing losers run. I don't know if he got 4th, but he got up there.
Evil Morty burns hot early and burns out fast, I guess, or something.
I miss Killer Noober.
I miss Killer Noober too. I like that guy a lot.
Apparently they're doing real life stuff now. They're all engaged, so I understand it. Go ahead.
Oh, they're engaged now?
Yeah. It was on Facebook.
How did I miss that?
It's on Facebook.
I actually probably know those two better than either of you do combined. So like, what the hell am I doing? Why didn't I know that? I used to work with Victoria.
I went to their house one time to watch.
I used to work
Big
with
House.
Victoria.
I got invited to that. I didn't get to go, but he extended an invite my way, so we're kind of cool too.
Yeah.
No,
Cody Newberg, come back. We miss you.
Dude, he
didn't enter anything.
Yeah,
That's a bummer. Yeah,
Same thing with Cheat.
I mean, I like him a lot too as a person. Too,
And Whiskey
so.
Milk. You
Whiskey
only went
Milk
to
came
that
to my
one
house.
bar tournament.
Yeah, I talked to him when he was over at my house dropping off
he had some fire
Genesis
in him
fees.
too. I feel like right around Evo time, he was like playing a lot, grinding.
I feel like he's worse now though. When maybe I'm better because I actually played him. I played him in like a bunch of sets, and at no point did I feel like he was playing very good. So I think it's because he's not going to shit. I think the only tournament he went to is inebriated. So like, he can't just like slack off and still expect to do well. I'm not sure if he expects to do well, but I think that it's costing him because he used to have like a whole lot of potential. I feel like
your laptop's about to die.
Whiskey Milk had a whole lot of potential, and then he just kind of has disappeared. He's on that stream game though. I auto host him whenever I'm not streaming.
7%.
Yeah,
I want to get in there too.
Get in what?
Start streaming.
Yeah.
Start streaming the melees.
No. I want to stream more with PBS, but we're like never active, I guess. Or the chat's super dead in the Facebook group chat. And our Discord chat is super dead as well.
Rip PBS.
Yeah.
You need to bring Jeremy back, man.
And that may be something we should probably talk about.
Oh yeah. Jeremy's coming back this season.
It's official. He's playing too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Do we have a WordPad document? What happened to
Hope he's still good at
Melee?
Melee. He does it. I think he does a cool thing to the top.
Yeah. Jeremy's back, but he's not allowed to go to the PSG tournament.
He's still banned from PSG.
I talked to Annie about it. Annie said that he'll see how
he does that other stuff.
how he does that other stuff, and then he'll.
And to be fair, like the only reason really that he's allowed back is because he's done so much for the scene before in the past. Most other people we would never see again. Like we're all pretty close with Jeremy, but like if it had been most other people, like you can't do that kind of stuff and expect to be allowed at the same kind of stuff because there's a pretty big incident. I feel like there should be some kind of. I mean, I guess this is it. This is the time where we're like letting everyone know that he's going to be back at things and attending things. And it's probably going to be awkward for a lot of people. It's still awkward for those of us that were pretty close to him. The last time we did one of these podcasts, we went to In and Out afterwards and saw him for the first time in a while, and it was some super awkward shit because it was like
it'll only be awkward if you allow it to be awkward after that.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. Or if it gets awkward because of him. But it seems like you got to meet with him and talk to him, so he's got his head more on his shoulders.
Yeah, he seems fine.
Yeah,
rooting for him.
Yeah. So I mean, we're all wanting the best for him now. Non-PSG tournaments he is back allowed at. Like I said, PSG he's banned for until Andy decides otherwise. And like we said, most of the most other people would be like, okay, that's it, goodbye. But he's working at getting better, so that's good for him. We're going to support him through that. If you need to talk to someone about stuff like that, you can probably talk to me. I'm good with all that empathy shit.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah, don't talk to Bacon, I guess. But yeah, it is weird. It's some awkward stuff, but but yeah, it's just I'd really like to give you. That's why I think that we should have some kind of write up for it, even if it's not him writing it. I think people should know that he's allowed back at our events, just so that
a little bit of a dialogue.
Yeah, just so you're not like at a tournament. Like I feel for people like Victoria or something who might go to a tournament and she was very uncomfortable because of the situation. Like, oh, what's he doing here? Like, because I'm not even that kind of like safe space kind of guy. I hate that whole thing. Yeah. But at the same time, you shouldn't feel like there's someone around you that's a threat to you,
right?
Or a threat to your safety or anything like that. So, or your car's safety. Yeah, I just want everyone to have that as a heads up. We'll probably make some kind of post in the group. That's why I prefer that Jeremy makes some kind of write up saying, hey, this is what's going on with me and I'm going to be here. Yes, people know what actually happened, but we're not going to talk about it on stream. Please do not post in chat what actually happened. I cannot control what you say to them in private messages. But yes, please do not talk about it on stream. But regardless, just want people to know that Jeremy is going to be at some events. So if you're uncomfortable about it, and to message someone, you can message me, I suppose, or whoever you feel comfortable talking to about it. If it's a huge detriment to the scene, then we'll have to, move further from that. But I don't think it should be an issue because he's working on making himself better.
And I feel like he handled the ban pretty well. He respected it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think in the beginning he went out of his way to go like a out-of-state tournament get his Smash fix.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool.
Oh, another announcement, not as big as that one, but there will be no JPEG for this month because the third Saturday of this month is Genesis 3.
That's right.
That makes sense.
Which I'm going, everyone here on this couch is going. Including also the venue at Transcends. TC is going to be going as well. So,
TC's going to Genesis?
Yeah. So, but there is, the Catch These Hands, the Melee PM trying to be a regional with pop-up.
Sacramento's supposed to be
going.
Yeah,
Sacramento's going to be.
I'm going to try to go to that.
Everyone should. I unfortunately will not be there. Kind of a silver lining. The convention I work every year didn't fall on Genesis this year. So it fell on Catch These Hands. But
fuck Catch These Hands then, whatever. Whatever then.
Okay, yeah. So, but there will be a JPEG for next month.
Jared, you missed you being a buster this season.
Jared.
Yeah, you missed a whole lot of tournaments. You missed us talking about how much you suck.
Jared, you suck.
Get it together, dog. We had.
I feel like we've had a pretty good show. The Power Rank reveal was good, so if you didn't catch the whole show, please watch the VOD. We'll put it on YouTube soon, too.
Yep.
Well, I know we wanted to stay under an hour and a half.
I think it's like 2 hours right now.
So,
that never happens. We talked about a lot of important stuff, though. If you get the chance to watch the VODs for Sword Miss, we had a lot of good players play a lot of good games. For both teams and singles.
I just want to see the bracket. See the bracket posted anywhere.
I posted it when I posted the stream.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Did you post like a tournament result? What?
No, I think I just. Okay. I think your laptop died.
Okay, and that concludes the end of the stream.
But yep. That's
is it still streaming with the laptop?
This is streamed from his desktop.
Oh.
In the other room.
Dude.
Bluetooth.
I got my stream set up.
I thought you were controlling this with that.
Yeah. Don't really have anything else to talk about. We could talk to the audience, or we could just end the stream
Mason brought up the Vegas Choice Awards, which is something that Cameron usually leads, and yet again, Cameron is letting us down right now because he's not handling this. I'm just giving him shit.
Better.
I know, but someone has to make fun of him. Okay. And I'm going to be that guy. We'll post a full spreadsheet on Vegas Melee, the group page. That's not going to be on while we're streaming. It's probably going to be either late tonight or early tomorrow morning, or something like that. The Vegas Choice Awards that we always do, is that what we call them? I think that's what we call them. It's pretty fun. So. It's like the Kids' Choice Awards or whatever. How sick is he? He's had to go in for like different doctor appointments a lot, and it's like physically impairing him. I don't really know what it ended up being, but yeah, he's pretty sick. But the Vegas Choice Awards, pretty neat stuff. We haven't actually. What we've done is we've made the thread for nominations for things like favorite Smasher and stuff like that. And nicest Smasher, everyone's voting Bacon as nicest Smasher because they don't know him that well.
That's right.
See, he's even admitting it. He'll even admit it. But we've done the nominations. The thing is, what usually we do is we do the nomination threads, and that gets compiled into a list of Google Forms, like I did for the Power Rank theme. So we take the nominations, we turn it into a voting thing, and everyone votes. Everyone gets a fair say, and then that turns into the results thread. We actually have a really cool combo thread as well. BDR has a really good combo on there. I have a pretty decent one. Evan's got a decent combo on there. There's a lot of real crap 2-hit combos on there.
I want to do the combo Master did at
on you in teams, yeah.
When we're the same team, that's the greatest combo.
It's funny. I was even talking about how Con Master's bad in teams, and before you even posted that, and then you posted it, okay.
We won that match.
But yeah, hopefully we get those Vegas Choice Awards all sorted out. The thing is, if Cameron's taking care of it, it's gonna be a little bit of time. The Fiji versus Spy Machine promo video was pretty good, all things considered, because you don't have a whole lot of footage of players that are as much of busters as the Spy Machine and Fiji. I
enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, so I thought your promo video was dope. Yeah, I'm really glad that you even put it together. I'm surprised you managed to stretch it out to a minute and a half. It would have been a 20-second just a picture of the first thread where it's okay, money match me $50 or something like that. It's synced up with Dragon Force or something. I don't know. And just okay, come to phones. And then the thing is too is that's probably the most that'll come from that money match. They probably won't even get to fucking play.
I really want them to play. Fiji, come play.
I want Fiji to show up just to get dusted by everyone, but we'll see.
Watch him take the tournament.
Fiji?
I don't think that's.
I will quit now.
Oh my god!
I will quit now.
Amazing.
Yeah, Vegas Choice Awards. There was another 1 or 2 things that we had, but I think we covered all the important stuff. If you guys want to do a quick Q&A, do you guys have any big questions and get some back and forth with us while you have us all?
Michigan Arcade. Michigan's a scene though. Who's from Michigan? Anybody?
It's an Arcadian, dude. The good players aren't allowed there. Yeah, actually, even in that post, it's I talked to Duck and got a new, but Dennis is
Where to buy this pillow?
Anime conventions.
Anime conventions.
You can probably find it on Amazon for some exorbitant price.
That is true too. I saw this at my first anime convention that I went to. It was Anime Vegas 2009 or something. And it's I gotta have this. I gotta have it.
This is a Logitech K400 Plus. Do you like this keyboard?
Tell Shawnee I'll call her back.
I bought it because it had the touchpad with the keyboard, and because my computer is so far from the stream setup that I was oh, it's a keyboard mouse combo, which is great I think for this. But if I'm if I'm bringing this for streaming stuff, I need an actual mouse for it. But this is fine for this.
If you win an Arcadian, I will also chip in on a body pillow.
Wait, who?
Mason. Mason's asking you that if he wins an Arcadian, you have to buy him a Dakimakura. I'll chip in on that.
Who's Dakimakura?
Dakimakura is a body pillow.
Oh God, you weeaboo.
Dakimakura. I'm pronouncing it wrong. But I knew what it was.
Weeaboo. No. Yeah, sure. You didn't mention which gender, so it's free.
Someone from Free or whatever. Is that what it's called, the swim one?
I don't know.
That's called Free, right? Yeah, it's kind of the boy swim team one. I want to play Trico Man at Genesis just because I just want to play Trico Man.
I got a money match with him if he shows up and plays me.
Yeah,
give me that Fox practice. He's got some tech.
I don't know. I want to beat some important Captain Falcon from California, like Weed Lord. I want to beat Weed Lord or something like that, or someone at Weed Lord.
Char did it last season. Wait, no, was it Weed Lord?
No, it was Soccer Mom.
Okay, never mind.
Soccer Mom 420 or something like that.
I thought never mind. Not Weed.
Why a Falcon player?
This is your best matchup?
It's one of my better matchups, and I feel comfortable about that. So, but yeah, I don't know, and especially Falcons that don't understand how I play, they don't get to play against me. So that always feels really nice.
We need to get good and participate at regional tree. We have to go to what is it? Big House to get the regional stuff.
They're not going to let Vegas enter into those unless it's something with open entry. It's the thing. We have to have more.
So at Big House, our region was Southwest, which is basically AZ Coast plus Commaster.
Yeah.
Are you guys making plans to go to Big House this year?
I really want to.
I got a lot of vacations after the job, so I might be down.
So, you down? All right, let's do it. I think for this 2017 Genesis 3 CEO, because I get free housing, and then Big House.
You get free housing in CEO?
He has a friend
I
that
have
lives
a
there.
friend close
In Florida.
family
Do I
friend.
get free housing in CEO?
I don't know. Maybe you can convince like MK to go. Apparently, they had like a great time at the
Yeah, I heard.
Hotel
BR
area.
liked it.
Yeah, it was really like it's not like a hotel. It's like a resort kind of hotel.
That'd be cool. I don't know. Just gotta.
And definitely bring your bathing suit.
I actually mentioned this very briefly earlier. I think it actually, at this point now, it is a very realistic goal for Vegas Melee to have 2 or 3 people or more on Melee at Ami's top 100. If we actually really grind 10 stuff and make it 2 things. This podcast brought to you by Dr.
Thankfully, we have like our huge major hosted right in our city that we don't even have to do anything.
Yeah,
now.
we got to perform at Evo. Yeah. Make that happen.
That is true. But if you go out and grind in some SoCal tournaments, get your name out, you get some seeding.
That's true. I do want to hit up some like Super Smash Sundays or something.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently SSSs aren't that great nowadays.
No. Are they gonna do Mayhems again? I would like a Saturday tournament to go down to.
No,
Maybe some
it's-
San Diego stuff. Start showing face of San Diego tournaments. That'd be fun.
They have the Super Tri-Weeklies. They hosted one recently. They had, so Mayhem got that venue at different, the SoCal Coliseum is using that venue, I believe. I may be wrong about that. But they're using that venue, and I think SoCal Coliseum is kind of better than SSS's, at least nowadays, from what I've heard. Yeah, like when Hugs visited last time, he's like, don't go to SSS's. It doesn't have the prestige anymore.
Yeah.
Who runs them?
It was a new person. I can't remember his name. They
But
did
no one
some,
cares
like,
about
for
it
2017, they were doing some changes. They upped the tournament fee to $10, so it's 10 venue, 10 tournament. So 20.
I don't know, if you
championship.
travel, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's like,
But they did that to promote more top players to participate in
Uh-huh.
SSSs because a lot of top players just don't go to SSSs.
right.
Did we miss a bunch of questions?
Not really. I've been kind of monitoring it.
2 decent placing majors. Okay. So I guess I wanted to get top 64.
I don't like that you always leave me out of these, Mason. Fuck you. I beat Esam. Fuck you.
It was half of Nevada. I'm super late, so I should probably get out of here. If that's okay.
Yeah, we could just end it now.
Alright, Cody's got
All right.
important things to do.
Well, thanks for everyone.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for
I
joining.
felt honored.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys enjoyed.
Yes, I think we stayed a lot more on topic. It ran long, but we talked about the topic.
Right.
All right, well, we'll call it.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Watch
We'll
the
catch
VODs.
you guys later.
It's gonna be on YouTube.